But anyways, now that we're all here, we can kind of get started. And to do that, let's just kind of summarize where we are in the campaign. Just overall, a very overall summary, and then we will, start into, the actual meat and potatoes of everything. Who wants to start?
There's a dark goddess, and we are her scions.
Damn, got him.
So
there we go.
At the beginning of last session, we're playing some new people, some prisoners being transported to a prison in upstate, not upstate New York, but in New England.
Yeah.
And while they were being transported, they ran off the road, crashed, and escaped. And as they were escaping, they find a cottage, basically by itself on a little tiny hill. Decide to go into it to take shelter from some animals that they were hearing in the forest. Some very unnatural sounding animals. So we got inside, investigated around, decided that the surviving cop that had survived, or that the cop that had survived with us, was probably hiding out in this cottage. Found a trapdoor to go down into a basement, went down into it. It turned out to be, was it a natural cave sort of thing?
Yep.
Went down into it and found the guy spouting something off in some language we could barely understand. Only thing that we could pick up was Restoration Codex.
Yeah, he just kept saying Restoration, and you saw the book with the big stupid jellyfish on it.
Yep. And then one of us opened the book, and then all of us woke up in a motel.
Good old Texas.
With a bunch of dead birds in the parking lot.
Mm-hmm. That weren't there the night you arrived at that motel, you remembered.
Yeah.
And then we got some kind of, was it email or text message?
You actually,
right?
You decided, like, that this couldn't have just been a dream, considering all four of you had the same dream, and that...
Yeah, we talked about it. That's right.
Yeah, and you decided to
and then we did some research, and we figured out maybe we weren't actually dreaming, and this really had happened. We were really there.
Yep, like it was a real thing that you experienced kind of out of body. And you found out about this, the police officer who, in kind of that scene, like, we had like a Blair Witch thing of like, we zoomed out to the cabin, we saw this one police officer, like, knocking on the door after you guys had been faded out on, and we just hear this horrible scream. You guys read up about this man, Peter Delphin.
That's right.
Who got checked into McKee Psychological Hospital, and when you found out information about him and you were able to, like, hack into the hospital's website, you found that a couple of you
that's right.
were on his authorized visitors list, and that list had been updated the same night that you had that dream.
More importantly, a couple of us weren't on the list.
Yeah, and
What do you mean? You were on the list the whole time, right?
Yeah.
That is, to me, that was like one of the best moments of like spontaneous character development ever. But
yeah, the jealousy.
yeah, and then you guys did your road trip up to McKee Hospital, and you got to do some sightseeing. You went to a Buc-ee's and got the mascot outfit for Wayne.
Wait, we took our little feel-good road trip.
Yeah, exactly.
Have to find a new mascot.
Yeah, and
We went to Niagara Falls and saw somebody who was presumably an NPC in one of the previous chapters get rolled off the top of the waterfall in a barrel.
Yep.
I just made that up, but
I
Well,
was gonna say, I don't remember that.
Well, I'm gonna allow it to be canon because it makes perfect sense. And you heard the
The thing you only. It's the thing only you remember from the trip and no one else does.
no one else noticed.
Yeah,
What are you talking about?
yeah,
I wonder who that guy was.
yeah. It turned out it was like your long lost twin.
Oh shit.
No, but yeah, you guys arrived at McKee Hospital and you were able to get to see Mr. Delphin. Had a little meeting. Do you remember?
Yeah, we also found out that his stay in this hospital was being financed by the same law group, right, that hired us?
It was by the Evergreen Corporation, Jonas Evergreen,
Yeah.
who you guys met in Chapter 2.
Right, the Evergreens.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we interviewed him, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, you did. And also he died in front of your characters, and one of Ariadna Valverde's henchwomen basically took advantage of you and, like, took the USB stick out of his front pocket while basically being like, yeah, you guys were good tools.
Yeah.
But do you remember what else you
Out
learned?
of his ass.
Yep.
Then
Remember what else? What?
Do you remember what else you learned from Peter Delphin?
he told us basically about Ariadna Valverde's plans and how to find pieces to stop her.
Yep. Do you remember what her plan was? Or is, rather?
She's got some kind of machine, right, to interrupt the cycle or something?
Yeah, an artificial intelligence that she's built using Cthulhu mythos. It's powered by the pineal glands that she received from those decapitated
right.
heads that were the subject of Chapter 3. And this thing is meant to be a vessel that can withstand and withhold such amounts of power. And basically, when Shub-Niggurath dies, instead of being immediately reincarnated as itself, that power would instead go to this new artificial intelligence entity, and
Yeah, she's trying to usurp the power.
yes, exactly, and to perfect creation, whatever that means.
In
Though-
her image, or not image, but like, yeah, exactly, whatever
Yeah.
that means.
And he told you that as scions yourself, as beings conceived using the seed of Shub-Niggurath and your, mothers, it would lead to all of your deaths, and considering the other outer gods would sooner see humanity extinct than to have that happen and see the world destroyed.
It's kind of cool because, like, I feel like most of the campaigns I guess we're never like truly against the like eldritch beings, but I feel like in this one we're kind of like on the side of Shub, and we're trying to help Shub basically make it so nature continues being nature instead of having some human pervert the fuck out of it.
Yeah, like humans, the idea is the whole thing of this campaign was could our extinction be the cost of overcoming nature? That was the slogan
Exactly.
that actually got me interested in backing this. The idea of this person trying to make perfect humans, but what makes humanity?
They're exactly the imperfections,
Exactly, and so
the chaos.
yeah, and so yeah, you guys have been told about there's this ritual that has to happen that you may be able to, you can interrupt with this.
We gotta find these meteorite pieces, correct?
Yeah, that fell to Earth eons
Yeah.
ago, which would be capable of blocking the emission of the false signal. And he gave you both a USB memory stick with what he tells you is a video of that the ritual you need to enact kind of occurring. Like the ritual for activating those fragments can be seen, and he tells you where he because he came across those fragments and the Restoration Codex in 1984, and he tells you where to find them. He also tells you, like, he doesn't know exactly where Ariadna is or anything like that, but he does tell you that he knows that she was a genetic engineering and biotechnology professor in a small university with the name of a river in the area, in an unremarkable city to the northeast of Boston, at least an hour by car from the capital, on the MA-128 state route close to Beverly. But
Okay.
yeah, he handed you a map of showing where the fragments were buried, and
And
then
I figure I could probably.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh shit! Yeah. No. I can say what I was gonna say once we start actually playing.
Okay, yeah, this will be quick. Does anybody remember what we had
Yeah.
at
No,
the
you're
end?
good.
Like at the very kind of like the end sequence of
So-
events.
The
Basically-
end sequence. Go ahead.
He talked in Greek to Kaminsky, asking him to get Peter to get out, asking us to help him get out. So we did an elaborate scheme where Kaminsky went to the bathroom, and the nurse
Fucking
was overly
Scooby-Doo
concerned
scheme.
with his junk. And,
Yeah.
Oh my god, yes.
the rest of us escaped with Delphin in the gopher suit. And then as we were leaving by car, a little bit goes by and we start to smell a stench that one would describe as a dead body. And our friend in the beaver suit is dead. Very, very dead.
Had been
Like for a very long
time.
time dead.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, more than 48 hours. Probably died around the time that you guys happened to have the dream. And now we start.
I totally made an ass of myself escaping the hospital
That's true.
It was
You know,
awesome.
It was
after
amazing.
getting kicked in the balls and then tumbling over the hood of the car.
Yep, exactly.
yeah. Okay, so basically what I was gonna say is with the description of the school that he gave me, because he didn't give me a name of the school that she worked at. He just gave me like a description of where it was at. Would I be able to
Yeah.
I be able to use my computer skills to figure exactly out exactly which school that was that he was talking about?
Yeah, you won't have to roll for it even. Miskatonic University.
Okay. Oh, I think you even told us that actually last time.
Yeah.
Now that you're
no,
saying
he
that.
did tell us that.
And
He did.
if any of you have read any Lovecraft, you know where that is.
Yeah. I forget the name of the town, but
It's the same name as the famous asylum from Batman.
Arkham.
Arkham. That's
Mhm.
right. Yeah. That's right.
So
So we can either go there or we can start collecting these fragment pieces, basically.
Yeah.
What are we gonna do with this corpse in the backseat?
good question.
Oh yeah, we definitely should stop and dump that somewhere and clean this car out.
I mean, well, if I have a suggestion, a bit of cement, some cinder blocks, some rope. I mean, we are trying to get something out of a pond.
True.
Old mafia style. I like that.
Do any of you?
Yeah, I saw it in a movie once.
Oh yeah.
Or
Me
twice.
too.
Do any of you
Okay,
guys...
admittedly, I've
Sorry, go ahead.
watched those movies more than once.
Which one's your favorite? I love Goodfellas. That's one of my favorites.
So, what do you guys want to do? You've got the map to where the meteorite fragments are. You know that without the meteorite fragments, you will not be able to do anything to interrupt the ritual because you won't have what you need to basically interrupt the false signal.
Yeah, we are going to a lake anyway.
Yeah, Dark Hollow Pond.
I guess we should go there, huh?
Yep.
Like a great place to dispose of a body.
Yep.
It might be.
Yeah, and if any of you guys want to do like any what's the word? Like
Research on it?
Yeah, exactly. Like on the pond or on Arkham or
Yeah, I would like to do some stuff like that.
Okay. Which one? What do you want to look up? Like, tell me what you're putting in Google, kind of thing.
I guess since we're going to the pond first, I would like to look up. Hold on, let me look at this map. Okay, I want to look up things. Obviously on Dark Hollow Pond. I also kind of want to look up things on this railroad trestle that runs across the little it's like not even a river, it's just like a little inlet into the pond. And also I kind of want to see if I can figure out how busy Interstate 91 is.
Sure. So you find some news articles that when you search up Dark Hollow Pond, you find all sorts of news articles that have related to over 100 disappearances of dogs in that area since 1984, specifically around Dark Hollow Pond, and 2 accidental deaths, both caused in winter when the pond froze over. You also find a lot of mentions on fishing forums about fish with deformities being fished from the pond that taste very strange and gross when cooked. People also
What's the name of the fish from The Simpsons?
I forget. It's been ages.
The 3-eyed fish.
Oh yeah.
Blinky or something like that.
Yeah, stuff like that.
Anyways.
Like 3 eyes, like, big, like, tumor-looking things, like, 7 mouths.
If you've ever
Gills
played
on their
Dredge.
asses.
Yeah.
Oh, just shit. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, just think of any of those fish.
Some that look like they have almost a human-like face. Sometimes the face looked eerily like the person who caught it.
Okay, I hate that.
Oh God.
And I'm gonna say Kaminsky. Of one of those 2 people who died in the winter, they must have maybe fell through the ice, and I guess the pond froze. Either they couldn't find their way up to the ice hole, or the pond somehow it was so cold that it froze over before they could kind of get out. You recognize one of those names as someone that you were on tour with once.
I recognize a name or a face.
You recognize a name, but it's only if Shannon looks into the case files that you might recognize the face.
Okay, so since you're first off, what is the name?
What is the name, Miles?
Jason Rivers, his buddy
Jason
in
what?
Iraq.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Rivers.
Okay, so yeah, I'll yeah. You want me to look into this, Kaminsky? So I can try
that
and
name.
look deeper.
Yeah.
I know that
Okay,
name.
so I'll start doing my hacker magic and trying to find out what I can about the case file and
So
this name. And
what it looks like is that when he returned, he had severe post-traumatic stress disorder and severe depression as a result. And he would often go on walks through Middlesex Fells to try and clear his head. Like his psychiatrist said that he often talked about it as being like an escape from the world, like going around, especially he would mention Dark Hollow Pond by name, that it was like a special place of quiet, even amongst that park. He felt tranquil there, but there was always a sense. He always felt alert when he was there. Like he always felt the hairs on the back of his head, like on the back of his neck, stand up a little. Sometimes he would hear noises. His psychiatrist figured it might have been a figment of psychosis. Maybe early onset, or not onset, but onset of schizophrenic, auditory hallucinations. But one evening, he never came back, and he didn't have anyone because while he was in Iraq, his wife found someone else, left him.
so many stories just like it.
Mm-hmm. He came home and he lost his home because no veterans benefits. They just said, "Good luck, chump." So
They said, "Oh, you can't hear anything and you can't walk straight. Here's some ibuprofen."
mm-hmm. The amount of therapy and psychiatric kind of help he needed basically meant he had to work 3 different jobs to even afford that, and just the tiniest little studio apartment. So when he went missing, there was nobody out there. Nobody cared. Nobody went looking for him until weeks later when someone wandering around the shores of the lake saw a body lying face down in the mud. And finally the cops came around and he had his dog tags on him. That's the only way they were able to identify him, because he'd basically been in the bog, though he was frozen because, freezing water, so he wasn't all that decayed, but his face looked it looked odd. But there's no record of how or where he was buried, if at all. It was just chalked up to basically death by accident or possibly suicide, and the case was closed.
Wow. Sorry about your friend, Kaminsky.
Yeah,
Why didn't he?
sorry,
Why didn't he call me? Could have been there for him. I didn't even know.
Wasn't your fault. Said you didn't know. Don't beat
Could have
yourself
been
up.
there for him.
I mean, if it's any solace, post-traumatic stress presents itself in a lot of different ways. Maybe he just couldn't ask for help.
Yeah.
It's a really, really tough thing to treat. And, I mean, given the poor record of treatment for most of our veterans, it's understandable that it got swept under the rug or got lost somewhere.
Now,
Guessing I should roll for sanity at that.
that's up to you. I think role-playing is enough for this one. Because I don't want to have you ended up, like, going too insane too quickly. I want this to be a role-playing one that, continues to develop. And I think that was a really good moment that we've just had. Because it was real. It felt real. So...
It did.
Yeah, because it hits close to home because it actually happens. And so... Yeah, that's mainly what you find. Basically stories of, like, dog and other pet disappearances around specifically Dark Hollow Pond. The rest of the park mainly seems to be, like, it's not super crowded. Like, it's a pretty calm area, but, like, yeah, that's mainly what you find.
Okay. It's not like it's not like a busy park. There's a park area. Seems like people go there sometimes, but it's not like it's regularly visited by a lot of people. The dog disappearances is
Over
very
100.
that's strange. I don't understand or like that at all.
Something sounds evil about that pond.
Yeah, we should definitely, if we're going there, we should definitely be very careful grabbing this this meteorite. And it looks like on the map, it looks like it's like in the water. So the X is marked in the water.
You know how deep the pond is?
You were able to find out it's
Yeah,
it gets to about 20 feet deep, but it's like a kind of gradual drop, so you'd estimate, like, at the point where, like, the X is marked, it's not going to be 20 feet, but it's going to be deep enough that, like, you couldn't just, like, stand...
Yeah, we're going to have to dive for it.
Dive for it, or, like, use some, like, dredging type of, like, kind of come up with something to kind of dredge it out.
Well, given what they're saying about the fish in there, I don't know if we want our skin touching that water.
Yeah, that's true. I don't really want to dive into it either.
But at least need a dry wetsuit or in a snorkel. Unless we're just gonna like dredge for it.
Wayne's gonna perk up. I have just the thing.
Oh boy.
Wayne is gonna pull out another mascot costume. Give me a second.
Where'd you get this, Wayne?
Wayne's just gonna look at you and go, don't ask.
Oh, okay, you're right. I'm sorry.
And I have an idea of where...
We didn't get it out of my trunk, that's for sure.
I have an idea of how we got it that I might end up...
I'm posting it.
The Marlins! That face is just so great. I love it.
That's so good.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's so good.
Marty the Marlin. What is his name?
And you just see that it's the face, but it's also attached to this blue wetsuit.
Yeah. And you know what? I'm gonna say that you just found that, like, weirdly, like, almost suspiciously, but it felt right. Like,
like somebody's trying to help us or something.
Yeah. Can you what?
Can I have that be a little bit different?
Yeah, go ahead.
So Wayne ended up calling up one of his sports buddies because he's friends with most of the mascot people.
Yeah, given his...
Of course he is.
Yeah.
And he just kind of asked for it. Asked for a spare from one of his friends.
Yeah.
And his friends just happened to oblige.
But I'm going to put a little twist on that, in that the kind of wetsuit part of it is not normally part of that costume. You don't know where that came from.
Oh, no. No, he was just asking for the normal costume.
Yeah. You don't know where the wetsuit part came from, but it came from it, and you're not going to look a gift horse in the mouth, eh? So.
Oh, absolutely not.
At least we don't have to rent an expensive dredging machine.
Yeah, and I mean, you could really just, like, use, like, you know, like, kind of rig something up, but, yeah. Anyways.
I don't know how you did it, Wayne.
Can
but...
I also just say, inexplicably, with that suit, there's just a net that comes with it?
Yes, I will allow it. Because, I've got a certain little idea for how this happened to get to you. And, I might cash in on it later. So, yeah, you guys are headed off to Dark Hollow Pond.
I was gonna say, I don't know how you did it, Wayne, but you found a mascot with a more punchable face than that fucking beaver from earlier.
Oh, that's
Wayne's just gonna turn to Kaminsky and just clap him on the shoulder and go, yeah. I've got more.
Oh, I don't doubt it.
Wayne does have more.
Oh, yeah. And, Wayne, do you want to look in your collection?
Oh, let me,
Because, there might be a little something there.
I don't see anything at the moment, but...
No, but I'm going to tell you something if you go look.
Oh. Yeah, I'm looking at possessions.
Oh, okay. Well, here we go. Let me, I'm going to put something in there real quick. There you go. You don't know where it came from.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to go find something for that.
I think that's.
I'll find some.
Yeah, I think. I thought...
if that happens to get used, I will find something for it.
Oh yeah. That's just a little.
I've got another one waiting.
Good, because that's maybe a little hint of how you got that wetsuit.
Yep.
Anyways, you guys heading to the pond?
I think so.
Okay.
Yep.
Camille, you got sunscreen?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Because I forgot.
It's only a
mine.
small bottle. I only ever use it on my face.
That's fine. I'm not. Yeah, that's all I need to. I just need a dollop. Can't be out here fighting evil humans trying to destroy the human race without sunscreen on our face.
I wouldn't want to fight evil with wrinkles.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, that's why I just wear the whole suit. Don't have to worry about the sun.
I'm not
nice
really
and
worried
cozy
about the
in here.
wrinkles. I'm just worried about burning my pale skin because I stay inside about 23 hours out of the 24 hours there are in a day. This is the most I've been outside ever. It's pretty cool. It's not bad, actually.
For now.
Just when you hear a mosquito just land on Shannon.
Yeah.
I slap it and I hit my head and the mosquito flies away.
Yeah, roll me a dex
damn it.
check.
All right, hold on. Dex.
Okay, you managed to get it. I was gonna say if you
Cool.
got a fumble, you would accidentally hit yourself. But
Okay, maybe I should go back inside. After
No, Shannon. It's nice outside. You'll get used to it.
So, how are you guys going about this?
Oh no,
Well-
where did we come from?
You guys were coming from, I would say,
Coming from the south up north?
yeah, because, or you would probably be, let me look in, maps, because, let's see, yeah, you would have been coming from maybe the west, or, let's see, because, let me remember where McKee Hospital is, what town. I think it was in,
Do you guys know if there's a way I can resize these, the things that have all the players on them?
Yes. Go
Is
into settings. Hold on, let me look at it. Yeah, audio, video display, player video avatar size, small, large, regular, or names only.
Yeah.
I got mine on small. But actually, now I'm on a 4K monitor, maybe I'll make them regular so I can see them a little bit better.
Oh, that's so much better now.
Hell yeah.
It's not taking up half the damn screen.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so you said we're coming in from the west?
Yeah, you're coming from northwest, or west northwest,
Northwest.
or west northwest.
Northwest.
It doesn't really matter, because.
Okay.
Oh, I see Dark Hollow.
Yep. I actually had to find a like an actual map of the area to use because the version in the book is too low resolution. When you scale it up, you can't read anything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, well. Let's see here. Let me zoom in. It looks like we gotta go around these hills. I figure we're probably Winchester Hospital's pretty close. We're probably coming in from like this side, or
Yeah.
maybe even up
Yeah,
here
that's
somewhere.
Yeah, Winchester is a different hospital than the one you were in, but like, yeah, you're probably coming from that that direction.
No. Yeah, I was just using that as a landmarker.
Oh yeah, yeah. So
Oh look, there's a sign for parking. If we keep going around this North Border Road.
Oh yeah, Briar Hill parking area. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. And then we can take Yellow Trail to Dark Pond.
Yep.
Yep.
So
Cool.
If we're in the parking lot, can I see if there's anyone with like a canoe or kayak?
roll me luck. There isn't.
Darn.
Dark
Parking lot
Hollow
empty.
Pond. It's in Fallout.
Oh yeah, yeah, because it is.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it is a real place.
Yeah, it's in the Commonwealth.
Yeah, yep. Yeah, as you
Cool.
can see, you can actually see in the top left where it is relative to like Boston and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So, man,
Right.
I wish I had more contacts for back home. I could have gotten someone to just go out there and take a picture of it. But yeah, so you guys walking down the path?
I think so. Wait, are we taking Mr. Delphin?
I
I thought we were disposing of him.
Yeah, I mean we are, but that's a hike.
I mean,
Excuse me.
again, we can do Bernie's him.
Yeah.
I'm
But do we
not
ever-
touching that.
Yeah, it's like.
I mean, he's in the suit.
Yeah.
It's all contained inside of there.
Yeah, I mean, you could still smell it, but like, maybe with enough fucking air, fucking air freshener cans, you might be able to like cover it enough. Like, he doesn't smell like he's at like the bloating stage
I mean,
yet.
I'm gonna ask another question. Can we find any piles of dog poo?
Roll me luck.
Darn.
I mean, it seems like
People were responsible around here.
Yep, or just they stopped.
Yeah, they
They stopped bringing their,
dogs.
or they stopped bringing their dogs here after all the after over
100
Considering how many dogs
missing
disappeared.
dogs, yeah.
Yeah.
Darn.
Darn.
Darn, no dog poo. Oh, I actually
Darn.
have been to the Stone Zoo over here. So I guess I have been into this
That's
area in
cool.
real life. But
Neat.
Oh, wow.
Well, I was going to suggest we could use something that smells pretty bad to cover this up, or at least explain it.
but I mean, there isn't anybody around right now. Like, nobody seems to be paying you any mind.
There's a soapbox derby track that runs near there.
Oh yeah, nice.
That's awesome.
So, does anybody want to
Yeah, there's a lot of paths.
yeah, do you guys want to cuz like you were saying you were going to use like concrete and stuff,
Yeah, we don't have any of that.
but
I would just say
shops
that we could
exist.
Yeah, I was just going to say we could get some cinder blocks and rope.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
just wonder if there would just be like a bunch of big rocks around we could use, but maybe not.
I mean, you can look around. Are you going to look around near the pond, or are you going to try and just look around and then potentially lug those all the way to the pond with you?
I would say we'd look from near the pond, not.
Okay. So, once you've gotten near the pond, like, as you get closer, the vegetation gets thicker and thicker and thicker. The growth of the trees is forming an almost impenetrable barrier. Like,
We can't get through.
on the oh, you can still get through, but like it's
Okay.
it's like you're going into a different like,
Right.
and on the, especially on the shore that's like indicated on the map that is marked with the X, it's especially like the vegetation is a lot thicker on that side. Somebody want to make me a spot hidden?
Let's see if Wayne can
I'll try.
redeem himself. Oh, he did.
Oh shit! Both of
You
us did.
see
Let's
some
go.
enormous shadows lurking on this side of the pond. Like, there are some big ass fish here. Like, and I mean big. Like,
Guys, there's like freaking prehistoric fucking like. There's like a megalodon inside this pond.
megalodon in the pond.
Shannon, megalodons are saltwater. You're thinking of like
you know what I
terrapins
mean.
or like. No, I know, but
Like, these would be the
But-
size of like an alligator gar, like a huge alligator gar.
well,
Yeah.
have you seen terrapin?
Oh yeah.
They're actually bigger than that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about, but yeah. Like, but also, you guys all as you kind of get through the cops like into this area, you start to feel like a certain level of mental liberation that's something completely unknown to you until this point, until you've reached here. You don't know why. But all of you...
What do you mean by mental liberation?
Well, like, you feel something like unlock, or like something like you were drawn here because you're meant to be here at this moment, at this time.
Okay.
And all of you
Oh,
gain...
almost like a deja vu in a sort of way.
In a sense, but like also like a sense of like destiny. But that means all of you regain 1d6 plus 1 sanity.
Nice.
Wayne, you get 5. Shannon, you get 5.
I'm just back up to full.
Okay, so then
Yeah, I'm only missing 2, so I'll just go back to full.
Yep. Well, actually, no. Roll it anyways, because you can go above whatever sanity you started with. You just can't go above sanity that is equal to 99 minus your Cthulhu Mythos skill.
Wayne is still...
Okay. Miles, you get 3, and then everybody click reset on your, on like the refresh on your character sheet next to sanity. For like the marker that you'll reach when you go indefinitely insane, because that number will be different now that you've increased your current sanity.
Oh yeah, Wayne was really
yep.
close to indefinitely insane.
Oh, good. So
Wayne has been straddling that line.
Oh yeah. So yeah, you managed.
You guys feel like, I don't know, I just feel like we're here right when we need to be at.
Yeah, like
I can't explain it.
Like we were destined to be here. I also feel like something kind of like drew us, but then like let go, unlocked or something.
What, you mean like that one scene in Dragon Ball?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
When
You
you
watch
talking about
Dragon
Dragon
Ball?
Balls?
Yeah,
More like
Dragon
Dragon
Balls
Ball.
cross your face.
Got him. Roll damage. 1d8. No, I'm kidding.
Shannon just dies. She takes 12 damage and dies. Her head explodes like that scene in Scanners.
I was gonna say, yeah, just like Scanners. Now,
You know what? I said that thing had a punchable face. I'm gonna punch Wayne in the face.
okay, roll me brawl.
No, not doing
And-
it.
So I don't want to like.
Oh, yeah.
I want to hit him hard enough to make him shut up, but not actually hurt him.
Okay. Well,
Just a
I'm not
bot.
gonna roll
Just
anything.
here.
you managed to make yourself look like a... Wayne, I will let you
Wayne.
decide the outcome of this, actually.
You want to know what? I will say he does punch, but since I'm wearing the costume, he doesn't hurt me at all. You just hear this nice, loud thunk.
I'm gonna make a noise like a clown horn.
Wait.
You've got the sound effect.
Oh,
He
yeah.
punches, but you see the shape of the
Yep.
He
I-
punches the nose and it just flips the mask around backwards.
Yes.
Yep. And you just
That's a
see
good
Wayne
one.
just spins it back around and just puts his hands on his hips and then wags his finger.
Oh my
Now.
god.
God
So,
damn it, Wayne.
what do you guys want to do first? Do you want to, like, kind of bury, or, like, you know...
Yeah, we should take care of Delphin first before we go under.
Have you guys, like, laid
Try
him
to get
down,
this-
as you're, like, kind of doing this?
Yeah, I would assume we probably laid him down. I'd
Why don't
probably
we just
I don't know who even was carrying him first off, but
Okay.
I would imagine they'd probably want to put
I'd
his
say I
heavy
was
ass
probably
body down.
carrying him.
So, were you carrying him, like, throughout that entire conversation, or had you, like, kind of laid his body down?
I'm gonna say I slumped him down when we got to the pond.
Okay.
And that was like the first thing I said after I dropped his body.
Okay,
Yeah.
make me a, spot hidden now.
Oh no.
Body hit it.
He's not where you left him.
Wait, I swear I put the body right here.
Someone, you hear a police siren go
What the
off.
fuck?
What did somebody say about a body? No, I'm kidding. You actually can't hear anything from, like, outside. It's, like, eerily quiet here. Oh,
My bad, I
Jeez.
accidentally.
She's
oh yeah.
she's exploded. He said,
Accidentally X'd out.
gotta go.
But yeah, it's eerily quiet here.
Kaminsky just ran to a porta potty real quick. He'll be back in a second.
Yeah. Okay, so does anybody else want to look?
Where'd you put him down? Yeah, I'm gonna try to look.
Okay, make a spot hidden. Also remember to check any skills that you pass. Extreme success, you find him, but it's like he's being like almost reclaimed by the earth. Like the sludge of like the pond is like kind of like creeping up over his body, like pulling him down.
It's like that intro cutscene from Death Stranding.
Yeah.
Where the guy gets pulled in by this black sludge.
Yeah, it's very much like that.
Okay.
Oh, the pond's like dissolving him.
Yeah, I kind of back away.
Can Wayne find a stick?
Guys? I'm just pointing and backing up.
I just think it's just gonna take care of itself.
It keeps
if
going.
we get a couple of sticks, we can help it along. Just poke him down in there.
Yeah,
This trip just keeps getting grosser.
I'm just gonna say this does prompt a sanity roll.
Yeah, I think that would probably disturb Shannon seeing that so close up. God damn it. I want to fail.
I'm gonna say this one is one, or I'm gonna say that's a, yeah, just it's gonna be, you pass, it's gonna be 1, fail, it's gonna be 1d4. So
yeah, I got a hard success.
Bye-bye,
so
I'll sit on my set. Oh, hey, look, I got a 1.
yeah, so not
Jeez,
bad.
I think you need to roll still.
Sanity.
Oh yeah. Wait, Sanity's at the top.
But
Yep.
okay, yeah, so you only lose 1. But you're all starting to get a little bit of a feeling like you're not quite as alone here as your surroundings would make you believe. As
It's like this
Delphin's,
place is alive.
yeah, like it's like, yeah, the place is alive, and like, I mean, the freaky ass big ass fish, you can't see what they look like because the pond is so murky and muddy. But like,
Oh, it's full of tannins and garbage. Ew, gross.
yeah, it's just like sludge because it's like it's been like, you know, pretty rainy. There's a ton of runoff that comes into here.
Yeah, it's right next to the fucking highway.
Yeah, and so are you guys?
Route 93.
Do you guys want to start looking for the fragments?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, Wayne will go out.
Okay, so
Thanks, Wayne.
Wayne, make me a navigate roll. Okay. So,
Can
this
we
doesn't
give
mean-
him like? Sorry, I was gonna say, can we like tie a rope around him first? So we need to reel him in. We can.
Yeah, probably a good idea.
Yeah. But the failure doesn't mean you failed to find anything. It means that it takes you more than 3 hours of searching around, and like sometimes you feel like you're brushing against like fur in the water, and a couple of times you feel yourself brush against something big and scaly, and then like you all see like a loud splashing as something like some fin like just kind of breaks the water for just a second before like kind of swimming away, leaving a noticeable wake on the surface.
Wayne's spooking the local creatures. With
Yeah.
his fucking mascot face, I'm sure.
Yeah, but Wayne, you do eventually. Now it's starting, like, now it's about like, the sun is just set. And it's starting to get dark. as you find a waterproof tarpaulin bag that it's a compact parcel. It's like wrapped up in several yards worth of duct tape, and it's covered in a thick layer of greenish algae and slime. What do you do?
Said it's a parcel.
It's like a compact parcel almost, because it's like this waterproof tarpaulin bag that's itself wound up in several yards worth of duct tape.
I'm gonna pick it up and go, hey guys, I found me some drugs. I'm just kidding. I think this is what we were looking for.
Yeah, you found it like drudging the bottom of the pond. Like it was in the like sludge. And you had to like pull it out, and it was like
Yummy.
you almost felt like it was like a series of like muddy hands kind of like gradually relinquishing it to you.
Yep. So Wayne will come back to shore, because I'm assuming it's not like close.
It's like a little bit off, yeah, like you're gonna have to swim a little bit.
Alright, so I get back and I'll show them like, hey, I think I found it.
It really does look like drugs.
Yeah.
Does anybody just have like a normal knife? I mean, I can pull out my katana to cut open this package, but does anybody?
I mean,
have, like,
I've got one on my face.
your Marlin Bill.
Yeah.
Um,
No, but if anyone actually has like a utility knife or something.
Alright, I'll just pull
in
out.
Miles's trunk, he's got a bag of tools. You think it'd be
well,
reasonable
probably
for him to
got a
have a
box
box
cutter.
cutter in there?
Yeah.
Sure, yeah, that's reasonable.
Okay, well, let's take it back to the car and maybe open it up and look at it, and then remind ourselves what we need to do with them to do the whole like the thingamabob that Delphin was talking about.
So
the ceremony, the ritual. Those were the words that I couldn't think of because my brain.
Yep. So funny you should say that, because
Must be the sunlight getting to you.
Yeah, I'm outside too much. Let's go. We gotta go.
funny you should mention that, because somebody make me a spot hidden. Okay.
I can try.
Not Wayne.
Place yourselves.
But why are we placing ourselves? Does that mean we're about to get into combat?
Oh my God, Wayne's giant.
He's a kaiju. He's Cthulhu. He's Miles. This is gonna be good for you though, for character
I
development.
shouldn't have rolled it.
But yeah, everybody kind of you
Oh,
can shrink
God.
yourselves down.
How do we do that?
Just like I can do it like this. You grab onto your token,
Huh.
and then you have like this kind of. Yeah, and then like that. So yeah, you
there
can,
we go.
yeah, place yourselves around there. So here's what's
Have to hold Alt to place yourself in a
yeah,
non-gridded position.
yeah, which we don't need
Like
the
I'm
grid,
still
honestly.
too large.
I'm gonna turn the grid off. Yeah, you can keep scaling yourself as much as you need to, but
My computer decided it didn't
oh,
want
well,
my inputs in here.
you see, I'm gonna say that Shannon, you spot
Yes.
two figures crawling out
Yeah.
of the shore.
Guys, And I point to the two guys, the two, what look to be, I just go, zombies.
Yeah, but, Wayne, or not Wayne, Miles, you recognize one of them. It's wearing dog tags.
Oh, no.
Roll me a sanity roll.
Jason?
Jason! Okay. You're gonna lose 1d4 plus 1.
Thank you for getting that.
Jason! Okay. You lose 5.
Jeez.
Make me an intelligence roll.
It can be hard. Intelligence.
Yeah, and you want to oh man, sucks to be smart. You're gonna suffer a bout of madness.
Oofta.
Let's see. I have to get the core rules open. But, let's see, where is it?
I'm gonna say that, well, we'll see what bout of madness I get first.
So,
I'm gonna say Wayne's gonna see that it looks like Jason, and he's just gonna make sounds like, you know, in Home Alone 2 when he, what's his name? Marv gets hit by all the bricks.
oh yeah.
Oh my god.
And then he's like pointing and trying to tell him that he's about to throw another brick, but all he does is just make noises.
Yeah. I'm gonna say
That's
that,
what Wayne's doing right now. Or not
You
Wayne,
mean
Miles, excuse me.
I'm gonna say your insanity, let's see. What do you think should be, based on your character, what do you think their bout of madness should be? I want to work with you on this one, rather than just roll randomly on the table.
I think it would see him as like, I don't know, like try to help him, like try to talk to him and get him to remember who he is. Like he's unable to like do any harm to this creature.
Okay.
Or necessarily run away from it like you.
Yeah, so like he's kind of like, he's like frozen, like he can't move or like act in a violent way. He's just trying to talk to him. Okay. So, and then the other one, let me make sure I remember which one this is. No, that's not that. It's the other one. So, let me check.
Yeah, it's Delphin, isn't it?
Nope. Even better.
Okay.
So, specifically,
It's 100 dogs.
Wayne, oh my god, that would be a fucking mess. That would be amazing. An amalgamation of 100 dogs.
Yeah, as one fucking thing.
Yeah. That would really be some Cthulhu shit. But,
Yes.
the other one, FICO, you specifically recognize this one. Wearing a white tank top. And you get a feeling like you know this person intimately.
Oh no.
Could his name be Jose?
Yes.
Yep.
Now, I'm gonna add all of you to.
Does the zombie have the crusty mustache and beard that
It's all decayed away. The
No,
zombies.
no.
Okay.
It's
That's a
even
different
crusty.
character.
It's just, instead of hair, you just see it's like little aquatic
Yes.
plants.
Yeah.
It says
I
Undead
love
Mason,
it.
but I've retconned that to be Jason Rivers. So
Okay.
that's just because I couldn't be
Cool.
mucked to change the token name as well. But
Jason?
Jason. Okay, what is
That's
everybody's
one of my
dex?
favorite Djibouti playthroughs.
Oh my god, it's so good.
65.
Okay, yours is 65.
Yeah.
Camille, I remember yours being like ludicrously high.
85.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're like
she a fast
Olympic.
one.
Yeah, you're like Olympic level almost. Miles.
She's like, yeah, I ran track in high school. No
Miles
big
is
deal.
molasses at 49.
Oh my god.
Wayne is 55.
Yep, and so
Miles, you gotta get on the treadmill.
to be fair, he did lose some with his decision to make his character older.
Yeah.
So, Camille, it's your turn to go first.
Okay. How do I shrink my token again?
Just click on it, and then you'll see like these like kind of 8 corner things, and then you just kind of hover over one of them until like it's kind of scale, like this.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I wasn't getting that earlier when I was trying to scale it. I wasn't getting the little arrows.
Yeah, sometimes it's not always like kind of easy
D20 be D20 and
Mm-hmm.
or roll 20. I mean, not D20.
I mean, Roll20 does use D20, so
Yes. Yeah.
you're technically correct. The best kind of correct.
That's right.
Okay, so these things crawling out of the swamps and everything. Camille's gonna pull out her gun
Okay.
and be like, "Should I shoot it?"
Shoot
And,
her!
Frozen. in-
I mean, they're zombies, Camille.
Shannon says, "Remember Zombieland? Double tap."
Oh yeah, that
Alright.
reminds me. Let me make sure I remember what the sanity loss or yeah, the sanity for these guys should just be like 0, 1d4, I think. So everybody roll sanity. But I'm gonna say Wayne, you're gonna get a pass on this one, because otherwise it would be unfair.
Do I have to roll sanity since I already did all that for him?
No. So Camille and Shannon, you only lose 1. And Wayne, you're already low enough as it is, so you're kind of like you're at a point where like this doesn't seem all that out of the norm to you anymore. Like you're
Did you say that we lose 1?
yes.
Okay. Sorry, you
Yeah.
everything else you came through on except for how much me and Camille
Weird. Damn.
lost there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Wayne just
can-
feels like this is another Tuesday.
Yeah, exactly. Because you're already like
Yeah.
not officially rules-wise insane, but like your sanity's on the brink. Like you're
Wayne has been tiptoeing around insanity long enough that he's like just like eh.
Yeah.
And I've seen too many movies and too much shit on the fucking internet to even be fazed by anything that we have witnessed this entire fucking game.
I am going to find
Shannon-
something to break you with. It's just a matter of time.
Shannon's low key excited because this is
I
like
mean,
a video game
didn't
coming to
Shannon
real life.
take?
Yes.
I was gonna say, didn't Shannon take a sanity hit from seeing Wayne outside of the costume?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
did.
Yeah. From
Yeah.
because he was like covered in blood.
Yeah.
Okay,
But that's
so
about it.
Shannon is gonna shoot.
You mean Camille?
Oh yeah, Camille's gonna shoot.
Okay.
I guess this one is the one that Miles does not obviously know.
Yeah, which one's Jason?
This top one is Jason. Jason.
Jason?
All right, Camille's gonna shoot at the other one because
Shooting at Jose.
yeah, she doesn't want to freak Miles out by shooting at
Also,
his
does- They can all see that. I mean, they don't know what Jason looks like, but
No.
he looks the same to them as he does to me, right?
Like
But Miles isn't just hallucinating that it looks like Jason.
no, because I would only be able to do that if you were indefinitely insane. I can't throw delusions at you. yet.
Okay.
So it's actually Jason.
Like,
It's actually zombie
Don't
Jason.
shoot him. It's Jason. Don't shoot him.
Okay. So
I shoot the other one.
you do 14 damage. Let me see what
Jose.
he's surprisingly not down.
Damn,
I
that's
shoot
tough.
him like pretty square in the head, and a big chunk of goop just flies off, but he's still moving.
Oh yeah, he's in a bad way. Like you've like basically taken off one of his legs at the knee and he like falls, but he keeps crawling onward like something's compelling him, driving him. Shannon, what do you want to do?
Hmm. Yeah, I see that the Jose has been knocked prone. Can I run up to it and stab it with my uchi katana, my katana?
Yep, and you'll get a bonus die because it's prone. It's a prone target.
Hell yeah! All right, bet. All right, so I come up and like my sword is sheathed, and I like pull it out of my backpack and with my left hand and pull it down to my side like a samurai or a ninja would have it on its side, but I'm holding it, and I like run up and in like a quick movement unsheath it and like flip it around and stab downwards onto it. But I missed.
Well, no, you get to roll again. You get to roll the bonus die,
right?
yeah. Let's see. 4. Do you want to use, that would be 11 luck.
Yeah, I'll use 11 luck.
Okay, you do 9 damage. How do you kill, re-kill?
So yeah, when I like stab down, I assume he's on his belly crawling, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll stab down into the like back of the neck, and I kind of like drop down to its side on my knee while like kind of doing a chopping motion with the sword down and like sever the head pretty much.
Oh,
if
yeah.
there's even like a little bit of like meat left connecting it to him, I can get up and kick it.
Oh yeah. By the way, that reminds me, before you lower yourself by 11, everybody do a luck improvement roll, because I forgot to do that at the beginning of the session.
Oh shit, let me add 11 back to it.
Yep, and then just...
Is that D10?
Yeah, if you fail, you roll a D10 and add it to your luck. If you succeed,
success?
you don't add any.
Wayne.
Okay.
Alright, Wayne ain't gonna get lucky.
Okay, then Miles. It sucks because you. Okay, so yeah, it's only Camille who
Nice,
gains any luck back. But yeah, okay. Anyways, we're this one. Who has?
I'll stand
Who
real
has the
quick. I
lowest
stand
luck?
up.
Yeah, go ahead.
I stand up and I do like the cool thing where like I twirl my sword around and put it in between my
Butt
forearm
cheeks?
and my bicep. Yeah, actually, yeah. I put it in between my butt cheeks and I slide it in between and trip and clean the fucking muck off with my fucking butt cheeks.
Sorry.
I use my forearm and my bicep, the jacket to clean off the
gunk.
green.
Wayne has the
gunk off
lowest
fucking
luck
blood.
now.
Okay, Wayne. This shambling.
Well, actually, no, because I do still have the lowest luck.
This
My
thing
luck's
is,
51.
yeah, this thing is gonna shamble its way towards you, and it's gonna. Now, make me a, or you can add. I'm gonna say like kind of. Your mascot outfit is gonna count as 2 armor, but only against like blunt, like melee attacks, like hand-to-hand type stuff. So
Okay.
you'll be able to reduce this damage by 2 as it lunges at you. And you notice that it seems to specifically... Because are you still holding the tarpaulin?
The
meteorite?
The drugs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think... Yes?
Okay, that it seems to be like, almost like it's drawn to that.
Okay.
Okay, you take no damage because, I'm gonna say it's like overgrown nails, like, scratch into the mascot costume, but they don't actually make their way to you.
Can I fight back?
Yeah, you actually can, yeah. Roll me brawl. Oh, you got a hard success, so you do 1 damage back. So, yeah, you do,
Nice. You just see it chomps down on one of my arm, on the arm that's holding the tarpaulin. I pull out the baton on the other one, just kind of try and crack it on the head, but hit its shoulder and knock it off.
Yeah, so it
But
takes...
it has no teeth, so it just gummed my arm.
Yeah. So, Wayne, what do you want to do?
I'm swinging at it again.
Okay. Okay, you do 5 damage. It's gonna try and fight back.
Let's see if it...
Let's see. It fails, yeah. So you do,
So same swing, just backhanding it, and I crack it on the side of the skull.
Yeah, it, like, you see, like congealed blood kind of flying in the other direction as its head, like, snaps. And then it slowly starts to, like, kind of come back. And it's got this, like, slack-jawed, milky-eyed stare.
Ooh, can I say that one of its eyes just has popped?
Yeah.
But it's, like, not affected at all.
Yeah, it's just like...
You don't care.
Now, Miles, it's your turn. Oh yeah, roll me a 1d10 to see how long your bout of madness lasts.
I thought we had missed doing that.
No, this is just for how long it lasts. So we decided on what your bout of madness is. So roll me a d10. This is gonna be how many rounds of... Okay, so 4. So there'll be 3 rounds after this where you're still in this bout of madness, and then you'll roll another d10, and that'll be how many hours you'll have underlying madness, where during those however many hours, any sanity loss will trigger another bout of madness. So, yeah, just roll me another 1d10 for the amount of hours it'll be for the underlying madness. Okay, only 1 hour. Wow, that's pretty mild.
Not bad. Yeah.
So...
I'm gonna say that, like, Miles, recognizes that he's actually, that his friend is dead, but he's gonna try, like, talking to him anyway. He's like, why didn't you tell me you were struggling? We were like brothers in the war. You didn't call me or anything.
You see, he's ignoring you. It's almost like... You almost feel like he's disappointed in you. Like, he can't even acknowledge you. And now, Camille, we're back to the top of the round. What do you want to do?
Yeah, that's dark.
Yep. I'm not shying away from getting dark now.
Oh yeah, I like it.
I'm just gonna yell, "It's not him! It's not your friend!" I'm just gonna shoot him.
Okay, go ahead. You do 8 damage. You punch right through this thing's center mass, exposing, like, a decaying heart and, like, these shriveled up former lungs. And some of the guts start spilling out. Like, and you hear a little pop as, like, one of the intestines ruptures and, like, this sludge pours out onto the ground.
Don't
But
mind
it's
me just
still
getting sick in real life.
Yeah, it's still getting up. It's still moving. And anybody who knows what is inside the intestines knows exactly what that stuff spilling out was.
Yeah, shit.
Pinky.
Yep, pre-shit.
Yeah, pre-shit. You're right.
Yep. So, Shannon, what do you want to do?
Shannon vomits, and then she's going to run up and attack.
Okay, make me an attack.
I think her being sick.
Yeah, she
kinda
like
plays
loses her
a-
footing a little bit, and
Yeah, she slips on her own puke.
yeah. And don't worry, she doesn't fall prone because she didn't fumble.
No,
But-
yeah, she just like you said, lost her footing.
Yeah, and it's going to attack you again, Wayne. And it fails, but do you want to fight back?
Oh, I am fighting back.
Okay, go ahead. Okay, you do 8 damage? Tell me how you re-kill this thing.
So, I am going to strike it at the very top of its head, and its head is just going to squish down into its body.
Okay, yeah, and it's peering out at you through the hole that Camille already shot in it.
Yes.
And then the guts spill further out, being displaced by the head, swinging from the knees before it falls face flat into the sludge.
Fucking zombies.
Now-
Shannon gets sick again.
What do you guys want to do? Because you start to hear a sound like a, and you see movement in the in like the muck around the shore a little bit further down.
Guys, we gotta move. I think there's more coming.
Get back to the
Yeah.
car.
Yeah. Oh god, it's 100 dog zombies.
Yeah.
No, this one.
I mean,
this one, Camille, you recognize.
Oh god.
And
Why do we
Is it-
recognize
it's-
all these people?
it's starting to rain. And
Is it a female-looking zombie?
yeah, it's got like patches of like decaying blonde hair and like the scraps of like an orange jumpsuit. And it's just
We have to go now. We have to go now.
I mean, I say this is a good time to make like a tree and get the fuck out of here.
Got him. I
I'm
love
not
that.
even gonna correct you. We gotta go.
Okay. Yep. So let me check the stats on this motherfucker. Oh yeah.
You guys are gonna have to like
Even Miles is faster than this
grab
thing.
Miles and get him to turn around though.
Yeah, are you like staring at Jason's fucking disfigured fucking corpse now?
And I'm just like
Is this-
yelling, why didn't you call me?
I'm gonna run up to Jason and slap him, not like super hard, but enough to kind of get him out of his funk and be like, look, we can talk about it later. We
Yep.
have to go now.
Someone can make me like a psychology or psychoanalysis roll. To if you want to like, it won't fully snap him out of it, but it'll allow you to reach him more effectively.
I got it.
Oh,
Wayne.
Wayne got it.
What do you tell him? What do you say?
Wait, Miles, look at me. I'm dressed up as a fish. Shit's weird right now, but we have to leave. You can trauma dump when we get back to the car.
I'm gonna say it then. Miles just hugs onto the Wayne in the fish costume and just starts crying his eyes out.
Wait, Wayne is just going to pick up Miles, and when he's just gonna carry Miles.
Yep, Miles is
Yes.
over one shoulder while the
Yeah, just
tarpaulin is
bear-hugged.
under the other.
You're just hugging you while you're
Yeah,
walking.
he's just bear hugged onto me, and I'm just holding onto him.
I love
I'll
that.
say here. I'll say, give me the meteorites.
And as you exit this kind of copse, and suddenly the sound kind of returns to normal, you can actually hear like kind of more normal like forest sounds.
Does the rain suddenly stop?
The rain is now it's raining, but like more like an actual storm. Like the weather's
Not
been
weird rain. It's real rain.
Yeah, the rain's been pretty bad like most of this whole time. Like you've had pretty bad extreme weather lately. But now it's like it's normal storm. It's like less almost supernatural. But what do you guys want to do? You've gotten back to the parking lot.
I put the meteorites in the trunk.
Okay.
Camille realizes she's still pointing a gun back down the trail and looks around and hastily puts it back
Okay.
in her
Yeah.
bag.
I
see
shoot
that.
their X.
Miles still hasn't like fully recovered yet 'cause it hasn't been an hour, but just being out in the normal rain has grounded him enough where he's not able to walk out on his own. No. Or at least continue to the car.
Do you need somebody else to drive, Miles?
I can.
I think I'll go.
Just sit in the back seat and relax,
chill.
Miles. It'll be all right.
I'll drive. I've got a very good driving skill.
Camille's been driving her whole life.
Okay.
I mean,
Don't wreck my ride.
Do you know
I
where
only
you're?
have an
I mean, I would offer,
Out of
but
20.
I kind of can't get up in the front seat.
No, you can't fit.
I've only been getting rides from you guys this whole time.
Your driving skill is 0. No, I'm kidding.
Oh god.
I just didn't want to pay for gas, honestly.
There, it's expensive.
Yep, she's actually got drive auto of 90.
Actually, it's 65, but
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
That would be so funny if it had gotten to 90. We were
That's
like
hilarious.
a fucking like championship
Race
fucking,
car driver,
Yeah,
F1 racer.
yeah. But like you just never drove. Okay. Anyways, where are you
And
going
don't
to?
give me the keys because I actually have a drive auto of 0.
I thought the minimum was like, I forget what I thought it had a minimum higher than that, but
I think I may have taken points out of it when we were reallocating points for our character because
Oh, yeah.
I kind of wanted it to be in her character that she's actually never gotten her driver's license and she's
Yeah.
only used like public like the bus and like Uber and stuff like that.
yeah, I actually
She like
really like
hacks
that.
and she regularly hacks the Uber so like it looks like she pays but she never actually pays.
Brutal.
Yeah, it's awesome.
She never gets the same Uber driver because every time after the ride the driver gets fired.
Yeah, the driver gets fired. Yeah. Not
God.
Shannon's problem.
No, she's under a different alias every time.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, where are you guys headed?
I guess we could go to the Miskatonic University.
So
So where did Delphin, what did he say about like how the ritual is supposed, it's on the USB drive, isn't it?
yeah, there's a video basically of the ritual being performed.
Is there like an actual video or like is there something that like we can look at? Like, I mean,
I'll have
like,
to describe it
roleplay
to
that
you.
Yeah,
Yeah, like
Okay, cool. So since I'm not driving, I'll pull out my laptop and plug in the USB drive that Delphin gave us.
Okay. So,
you ever look in the thing we found in the pond?
you didn't. But the image yeah, you didn't look in the
we
in
didn't.
the,
It's in the trunk, still
Yeah.
wrapped up
Yeah.
and shit. Yeah.
But yeah, if you're looking at the you're looking at the
Yeah, just
USB.
do the USB drive. No.
So the image is somewhat blurred, as if the resolution doesn't quite fit the screen. The angle of the camera opens up until it frames a full view of some people dressed in very old-fashioned clothes. One of them is dressed as like it's like he's in cosplay of like a medieval knight, like of like the Crusades. And the other two look like they're just in like kind of medieval, like, you know, like one of them looks like they're in like kind of general, like kind of medieval Arab garb. The other one looks like just kind of generic, like let me check something real quick. Like the third one is wearing like a robe and has like kind of a like gray hair and a beard. The knight looks like the youngest of them. He's got kind of he's got like, you know, like kind of shoulder length dark hair. He's got like kind of a goatee and mustache. The one in like the kind of Arab clothing, like she has like a head wrap. she's a woman, but the other one, the third one is kind of in like other robes and the stuff like that. Like the camera pauses on a headland of smooth black earth, which juts out from the slopes of a mountain near its peak. Above the hill, near this strange party, grows a small pomegranate tree, which is sprouting green shoots off its wizened branches. It feels like this is like some elaborate, like, production. Like, you would say this is like top of the notch CGI. Like, it looks like it comes from like some national channel, like historical documentary, or like an excerpt from like a big, like multi-$100 million budget movie. Despite not
like
having a
looks so good,
soundtrack.
it almost doesn't look real.
Like, it looks real, but that's what's so uncanny about it. It couldn't be real.
Right.
Like, it's like, unless these people are in cosplay.
Like, how could they take videotapes of old nights?
Yeah, exactly. The decoration, the wardrobe, the set, and everything surrounding these actors has an impeccable sense of style. The camera approaches this group of actors, who stop on the exposed summit. At their feet, we can see a symbol drawn into the black, dense earth. 3 concentric circles, with a hole dug in the earth in each one of them. The characters stop above these markings, while they remove 3 small pieces of metal from a wooden box. These are a few inches long, with strange, twisted, serpentine-like forms. One by one, they insert them into the holes inside the circles, following a specific order. A humming noise precedes the distortion of the image, which ends up turning into pure static. Above the unpleasant buzzing and the flashing lines of the video player, the first voices are heard. How likely are they to get it? 50-50. What do we know about the mother? Phase 3. She hasn't changed. We've got time. Is Plan B ready? The box and the team are in position. I hope the next time it gets into the right hands. And the video ends.
Okay, so
That should be setting off some deja vu for US players.
yeah, so I don't know if Shannon would know this. Maybe she might be able to put 2 and 2 together, but me as a player, I feel like that whoever was in the hangar where all those computers were, which basically had us transport back in time to the time period of the Crusades, they were able to record through that array of computers somehow this this thing actually happening 700 plus years ago.
Yeah, like that, it wasn't like you got sent back in time. It was more like that was like a flashback.
We were viewing it.
Yeah, like somebody was viewing it. You guys just got that experience as part of a meta narrative.
Okay.
But like, now you're starting to see the meta narrative come together.
So Shannon wouldn't know then.
No, probably not.
Yeah, okay.
But like, you might have some idea, because
yeah, I mean, she's
she's
putting something together.
Yeah, because at some point, like, I'll let it'll be revealed in a little bit.
Yeah, basically Shannon's just gonna say to the group, she's gonna be like, something feels weird about this recording. It's like those costumes, those outfits those people were wearing were like the most well done cosplays I've ever seen. Like, it was better than cosplay. It was like, it almost felt like that was like we were viewing something that we shouldn't have been able to be viewing through a computer.
Maybe it's one of them deep fakes.
No, I can tell the difference between an AI and a deep fake and all that stuff. I've been looking at that stuff for years.
Yeah, you practically invented it. with a fucking computer use skill of 90.
This felt real somehow. Like,
You invented the internet.
I'm Bob Dole. But yeah, it felt real. It felt. I meant Al Gore, not Bob Dole. I'm dumb. Anyways, Al Gore's the one who said he invented the internet. But yeah, no, it felt real. Like that. I don't know. It's weird. I can't explain it. Those weren't actors.
Like, you all probably saw this, unless Shannon was deliberately trying to keep it to
Yeah, no,
herself.
I showed it. No, I was showing it.
It did look really real, but
How the hell is that possible?
That's a good question.
I don't know yet. Maybe we should look inside the thing we found in the lake. We should stop somewhere. I figured we've been doing this while we're driving, looking at the video.
Yeah, that makes sense. Do any of your characters get motion sick easily?
I don't think so.
I would say no for me.
Okay. Oh yeah, let me show you the actual handout version.
Okay, cool. Oh, nice. Yeah, okay, there's a whole... Okay, cool.
Oh, I probably shouldn't have, actually, don't read that yet. Don't read all of it yet.
I don't know if it explains in that handout since I stopped reading it, but the people that were doing the ritual, they didn't, like, react. They didn't, like, look at the camera ever, did they?
No, they didn't seem to acknowledge his existence at all.
Okay. It's almost like if we were playing like D&D, it was almost like a scrying spell or something.
Yeah, or like you were, or like that was done in an area that exists in multiple places at like it exists almost out of space and time as you know it.
Yeah. Yep. The different temporal plane.
Exactly. Like you could even see, like, for a brief flash, there was a moment where you saw this, like, library that had, like, USB sticks and CD records next to medieval tomes. And you saw these people, and it's like you were literally looking through the window of this library. And they briefly, like, you met their eyes for a second, and you saw them react in that instant. Like, when, in that instant, they were like, what the fuck? Like, those people are wearing, like, the weirdest... Effectively, yes.
Yeah.
But, like, for the actual, like, video main part, like, you got that, you can read it once or if you guys look at the meteorite, like, stuff.
Yeah, let's look at the meteorites.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna say, I don't know. I kind of have a feeling that those three things that they put into those little concentric circle holes might have been the meteorite. I don't know. I just kind of have a weird feeling.
Okay. So, what kind of place do you guys want to stop at? Like a truck stop or like a fucking like gas station?
My vote is for a Waffle House.
Okay. Yeah, you can stop at a
How
Waffle
late
House.
is it if we're stopping at a Waffle House? Because if it's too late, we got to be careful.
It's probably like only like 10 p.m.
Okay, it's not that late yet. The bars haven't gotten out. We should be fine.
I'm gonna have to make a Waffle House worker profile that has a brawl of 99.
Yes, he's just unbeatable.
Yeah, brawl of 99.
I
no
love
sanity
that the
to
director
lose.
of Tekken is actually considering trying to make a stage based off of Waffle House.
Oh yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my favorite. So you guys go into the Waffle... Do you guys go into the Waffle House and, like, do you bring the meteorite fragments with you into the Waffle House?
I kind of figured maybe we park somewhere in the parking lot that's kind of off by itself and we back into the space, and then we like open the trunk and do it in the trunk, like kind of looking in.
That works.
I don't know if
Doesn't
anybody
sound
has the
suspicious
same
at all.
idea. Yeah, well, bringing it straight into the Waffle House is kind of, I don't know. That's just.
I mean, you think the Waffle House employees would care?
They probably don't give a
They've
fuck. You're
seen some
right.
shit.
Actually, you're right.
They've probably seen worse shit than we have today.
Let's just bring it into the Waffle House. Fuck it.
As long as we leave a good tip, they don't care.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Now, oh, I have an idea for something dastardly, but yeah, I'm gonna do it. Anyways, don't worry about that. So, you guys go into the Waffle House, you take a seat, you've got your tarpaulin, you start cutting it open.
Yeah, with my samurai sword.
Yeah.
No, wait, we've got a box cutter out of the toolbox in the trunk.
Nobody seems to really
yeah.
be paying you any attention, but does anybody have a more than a because you find an old skull with 3 metallic pins about each 3.5 inches long sticking out, encrusted into like the upper part. Do any of you guys have like a 20% or higher in science, biology, or in anthropology?
Yep.
This skull is not normal. It's got bone deformities with a disproportionately large forehead, and very developed pointed teeth. Though there's no doubt that it has human origins, or was something that was human in origin. I will share an image with you now of what you found in the tarpaulin bag.
Huh. Wayne's just gonna look at it. Go. Yeah. This skull ain't right.
That skull ain't right.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
God dang it,
tell you
Bobby,
what.
that skull ain't right.
There we go. There's supposed to be propane in there.
Propane.
There's
and
not even any
accessories.
propane accessories.
God dang it.
Now, the 3 metallic
There's not even a cold Alamo beer in here.
The 3 metallic pins are made of a material none of you recognize. Like, it's like it's...
No.
Like, you could take it maybe to a lab, like, somewhere, to see if you could figure out what it does. But the figures are linked to the skull by sulfurate silver thread. Threads which also delineate 3 concentric circles set into the surface of the bone. Now, what do you do? Feel free to look at your
You can
handouts
try to remove
from other
them with
chapters as well.
Players.
What'd you say, Cheese?
So we could try to take them out with pliers.
Yeah, well, first, before even using pliers, Shan's gonna like grab one with like her index and thumb and kind of wiggle it. Does it like move at all? One of the little
No.
metal pins
No.
stuck in there real good.
Yeah.
I go, it's in there real good.
Now,
Okay,
Shannon,
I mean,
one of the Waffle House workers comes up to you.
okay.
Can we help you?
She says,
Yeah, are they just standing there staring at me?
she says, "My children." And she grabs you, Shannon, by the head, and you see this vision. You
my eyes like roll back.
You experience the life of Jacques de Foucault.
Oh no, Jacques.
You see.
Geoffrey de Foucault.
You see as he loses faith. You see Morjalak. You see everything. And
Like
now,
tears start like pouring out of my eyes.
And you then see, because I'm gonna be a little bit mean. Because,
Hell yeah, bring it.
Okay, yeah, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. So, let me, you see the form of the black goat of the woods with 1,000 young. You see this form. Roll me sanity.
Finally.
Roll me a D100.
I've been asking for it.
You have.
You have.
Should I... I'm gonna be a little bit nice to you this time, because I don't want your character to just end right here. I'm gonna say that you lose, let's say, 35 sanity. I'm gonna half that.
Holy moly. Okay.
Jesus.
Still a lot.
Oh, yeah.
I am indefinitely insane.
Yep, so, how do you think your character, reacts to, also, you're gonna get an insane insight. Roll me 2d10.
2d10?
Yep. You now have a Cthulhu Mythos skill of 7. Or if-
So, yeah. I was at 0, so now I'm at 7.
Yep, and, you learn about, like, in this insane insight, this insane revelation, you, upon witnessing the goddess, your mother, or your father, really, because you were born to a human mother through the seed of this deity. You're seeing your parent for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
And it is both incredible and terrible to behold.
Mm-hmm.
And, should I do the fun thing of giving you a spell?
Fuck yeah!
Okay, let's see.
Gonna turn into Sailor Moon now.
Oh, that.
Hell yeah, bro! Well, I'm Dark Sailor Moon, I think, at this point.
Okay, so let me double
Sailor
check.
Eclipse.
Yes. Sailor Blood Moon.
Oh yeah,
We
there
saw
we
her
go.
internet
Okay,
history.
so I have. Let's see.
We saw her internet history. She's Sailor Goon.
Ah!
Yeah, you see that?
That's fucking good.
Yeah.
I like that. So I'm gonna say that it's between. You get. I'm gonna give you a spell. Let me.
Oh shit. I don't think any of us have ever had spells in Call of Cthulhu, have we?
No. I think Father Martin got one.
I did, but I never used it. I never got to use it.
Okay.
So hopefully you'll get to use yours at some point.
there we go. You can check your spells.
Is it cunning pass?
Yeah.
Okay. There's a E at the end of cunning, so
Yep.
I was like, maybe
Yep.
it's
No,
a
that's-
different word that it's spelled with an E at the end.
Yes.
C-U-N-N. What is
Yeah, it's a medieval
C-U-N-N-I-N-G-E?
It's the same word. It's just a very archaic.
It's the medieval spelling. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
And
Let me see. They from the outside will help, but they cannot take a body without human blood. That upstairs looks like it will have the right cast. I can see it a little when I make the Vorish sign. An ancient and powerful hand gesture used by wizards that benefits the casting of other spells. Is also rumored to temporarily ward against monsters. Such creatures may be wary of the sign and may hold off an attack until the wizard's intentions are known.
costs 1 magic point and 1
Cool.
sanity to cast, as well as Blood of the Innocent in order to make the sign.
Whatever that means. We'll figure that out when we cross that bridge.
Now, how do you think your
so
what do you think your indefinite insanity is?
oh shit.
I can also look.
I don't know. Do I have chance? Like, do I have choices or something?
I want to work with you as your character to figure out something that is unique to you, because, like, yeah, I can roll on a table, but then it doesn't feel as personal to me.
Yeah, I feel you.
Like, I can do it, but
I think maybe something to do with religion because she basically just witnessed everything that Geoffrey went through.
okay, yeah, just put that. Also,
I don't know exactly what it would be though. Like
we
just
can
a
decide-
fear of like
yeah, you could put
religions or
yeah,
something, I guess.
Let me see, because yeah, you could have the phobia of like. I'm gonna see if there's a name for that. If that's a phobia that's got a name. Or like religion or fanatic religion or like something like that.
Yeah.
Let's see. Religiophobia or theophobia?
Theophobia. All right, cool.
Yeah, fear of religion, of religious faith, religious people, that sort of thing. So,
Yeah.
yep.
And I think I've been kind of trying to think of like how she would react physically, like how quickly is like the knowledge imparted to Shannon?
It feels
like,
you feel it like it's
it
real
probably
time.
felt forever.
Yeah, it feels like an eternity. Like it feels like you fully experienced the life from beginning to end. You also got to see yourself from the outside, and you saw a vision of yourself. Remember that time that you cut yourself on the leg by accident from the broken glass?
Mm-hmm.
You see that cut happening, and you see a hidden birthmark that you didn't know you had. When you cut yourself, that cut went through that mark, and it disappeared. And that mark was a little square with an arch on top and 3 little lightning squiggles underneath.
Squid. Yeah.
Box chili.
Yep. Or yeah, actually.
The strings
I guess-
are broken.
I guess to everybody else that's sitting at the booth that we're at inside Waffle House, how long did it seem like to them that this lady had her
Instantaneous.
hands on my
Instantaneous?
like, very quickly?
Instantaneous,
Okay,
and they actually
so-
didn't see that. They just see you like staring at this Waffle House worker. For,
Okay,
like-
so then
and now we're
for
back.
like a second they see me staring, and then all of a sudden I like put my hands up in front of my face, like, and then push them apart like I'm like to me I'm like pushing those hands off the side of my face, and I start screaming. I'm like, "Ah!" And I like slam my hands down onto the table and like violently shove everything off the table.
And the woman's like, "Ma'am?
What the hell?
Ma'am? The hell's wrong with you?" You're gonna have one of
She
those
is
schizo
still
fits.
screaming.
Get the, just go, just get out. You can do that in the parking lot.
Camille grabs Shannon by the wrist and kind of like hugs around her to like, because I'm assuming she's like thrashing.
Yeah, oh yeah. She's thrashing, she's freaking the fuck out. And she's like
Hey, lady,
gibbering
come
shit about
give us
she's
a
gibbering
minute.
she's gibbering shit about like God and a fucking worm and fucking all sorts of like some coherent shit, but mostly incoherent shit. She's losing it.
Yeah, like she speaks in multiple tongues at once. Like, you
Yep.
simultaneous. For example, like Miles,
I'm
you
speaking in
simultaneously.
French and
Yeah, like you hear her both in one ear she's speaking English, in the other ear you hear her in Greek. That sort
What
of
the
thing.
hell's going on?
You also saw a vision of a town with a large, like, very modern, like, building. And you saw...
Sorry, I have to go let the dogs out.
Yeah, no worries. You saw an eclipse of the moon.
who let the dogs out?
Who. But yeah, you saw a, like, a very modern-looking, kind of like skyscraper-like tech building. And you saw the moon as it was eclipsed. And
Did I recognize the building?
no.
Okay.
But you recognize that your other mother is telling you, seems to be telling you something, or trying to convey something to you. That the darkening or the eclipse of the moon, maybe, something like that. Something about this building. Maybe if you find this location, or even look up the location, that sort of thing, you do see that it's in a town with a river running through it. The town, I mean. And there seems to be a large university that's kind of the center of that town.
Does it look like the Miskatonic University?
Would your character know what Miskatonic looks like?
Yeah, because
Then yes.
researched
yes,
it.
it seems to be a building in Arkham.
Okay. So I guess you guys like take me outside because I'm like freaking the fuck out.
If you guys
when
don't,
you
the Waffle
don't
House
immediately, when you don't immediately like stop and calm down, I start like trying to like pull you outside.
Yeah, I mean, even though I'm thrashing, I'm not like fighting you pulling me outside, if that makes sense. Like I'm not like resisting.
Yeah.
I'm just going crazy.
I'm gonna say,
yeah.
I hope, with that, it's like,
Also, I don't know if y'all caught it, but like I knocked everything off the table. If like the skull had been sitting on the table, I knocked that bitch off the fucking table.
actually, yeah, I think since
Funnily enough, though, the skull
Shannon's
didn't
not
break.
really,
It didn't
I was
break.
gonna say,
Nope.
since
Okay.
Shannon's not fighting back really, I'm gonna help Queen pick up the stuff that all got pushed off the table
The
and
Waffle
try to
House,
gather it back up.
yeah, the Waffle House worker just get your shit and get out. This stuff is not supposed to happen till 3 a.m.
Yeah, exactly. We got 5 more hours before this shit's supposed to start.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like, give me some fucking prep time, you goddamn Cthulhu fucking bastards.
I'm just gonna slip
EA,
her.
Cthulhu Fatagan, fuck you.
I'm gonna slip her a 20 and say, sorry about the mess. My friend here's just having a moment.
Take your elder gods somewhere else.
Waffle House knows everything.
Yep. They're like, what, you think this is the first time we've encountered the mythos before?
I'm so sick of these goddamn Cthulhus on this goddamn fucking plane. I mean Waffle House.
Yeah, exactly. They're like, in order to actually like get the job, you have to have fist fought at least one mythos monster in one.
That's awesome.
Good work.
Okay, so
Or off.
Yep.
I guess like eventually, after probably what seems like forever to the people that aren't having a fucking insane breakdown, I calm down
To a degree,
and I
yeah.
explain. Yeah, to a degree, exactly. Calm down enough to where I can, through like fucking, like I'm like breathing super hard and shit, like almost hyperventilating, trying to explain to Camille what I just saw and what just happened to me inside Waffle House. I'm gonna say
I
like,
love that
I'm gonna be
sentence.
like inside the Waffle House.
Just like the what happened to me inside the Waffle House.
I gotta tell you what just happened to me inside Waffle House. It was crazy.
Sounds like a clickbait title.
Right? I'm gonna have to make a
so
clip
yeah.
of this particular part that's just called "You'll Never Believe What Happened to Me in Waffle House."
So like I'll be like she spoke to me. Our mother she spoke to me. She showed me the goat. She showed me the fucking goat.
The lady in Waffle House did?
He showed you Tom Brady? What?
I don't know. No, fucking no. It's not Tom Brady. What? No.
What? Yeah, it's Michael
We're not-
Jordan.
Yeah, it's Michael Jordan. She showed me Michael Jordan.
Fuck.
No, she showed
Why is
me
all the
the
weird shit
fucking-
happening to you?
I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Camille. If you wanted to lose your fucking mind, we could probably have that happen too later.
I didn't say that.
Why did mommy choose you? Anyways, keep going. Sorry, I'm having a lot of fun over
No, you're
here.
good. I saw something that I think maybe I saw a glimpse of earlier, but I saw the whole thing just now.
Also,
I lived an entire life of a crusader.
you also
Oh, like in that episode of Rick and Morty?
you
Yeah, exactly like the episode of Rick and Morty.
and here's the bomb I'm gonna give you that that really caused like the full extent of the sanity loss. The Dark Goddess didn't refer to you as Shannon. She referred to you as Robobike.
Oh fuck!
And for a second, you saw a man just looking at a screen in front of a computer with like
2 screens.
yeah, 2 screens with a role-playing game with your face on a picture on the screen.
Oh god, somebody's playing the role-playing game of fucking human life, and they're
Yep.
playing
With a
as me.
strawberry Pop-Tart and a glass of milk on his desk.
I actually don't have. I ate a strawberry Pop-Tart earlier, so there's an empty wrapper. Yes,
Yeah,
but
like
there's no milk. I'm drinking a Polar Pop of Mountain Dew Purple
Yeah.
Thunder.
so yeah, for a glimpse you see yourself. Like your character sees you playing as her.
God, so fucking crazy.
Like
Okay,
think like Elder Scrolls
I
like Chim type
Yeah.
shit is what you
I
just
saw a
experienced.
guy I've never seen before in my life. 2 guys I've never seen before in my life. One from ancient times and one seemingly from about now times, playing a game as me on a computer. I'd say
Now
that's-
you believe in simulation theory. That's what happened.
I told you guys, the Matrix is real. The fuck is going on, guys?
Shannon, I think you shouldn't have had the coffee at Waffle House.
No, I shouldn't have.
Yeah.
It was laced, wasn't it?
With just a couple of teaspoons of LSD.
Someone seemed off about them sugar packets. That might not have been sugar you were putting in there.
It was crack. crack.
It was angel dust.
Government came and took my baby. Sorry. But, yeah.
You're good.
But, like, the thing that got the most emphasis in this vision was, because that was the end. Like, it started with your experiencing of Joffrey's life. And you saw those little, you actually saw those same little iron fragments. You saw what they originally were. They were those little, they were like the cores of those,
The
like,
little clay things. Yeah. Yep.
You saw that
Yeah.
ending where Joffrey worshipped this new god. And...
Yeah, I probably also saw the engravings that they saw on the walls.
Yep. You saw,
right? Yeah.
You saw the experience from the other side of the library window. And you also saw that building, that skyscraper in Arkham, with the lunar eclipse occurring. Something significant about the lunar eclipse. Something significant about some building in Arkham. But that's all
and
you
I
got.
tell everybody that. We need to go to Arkham, guys. We need to go to Arkham and stop this from happening.
What's gonna happen?
The end of everything.
It is.
Yeah, I say that. I say the end of everything. We will cease to exist if we don't stop this by the next lunar eclipse. Solar
shit.
eclipse, lunar eclipse.
Yeah, lunar eclipse.
Yeah,
Which happens to be in 5 days or so.
Give us a lot of time.
But you have a feeling the exact timing is plastic depending on... Because Shannon, you get this feeling of like, is it 5 days? Is it 5 minutes? It's like it depends on the will of some even greater god.
someone even above the elder gods.
Some even greater god. I see what you did there.
Somebody that controls the ones that control.
Yep.
Like the will of this insanely powerful being who craves only more power.
That's awesome.
I love that.
If his internet provider allows him.
The god that controls the god that controls the god that controls.
Yep, there we go.
The almighty ISP.
Yep, that's
It's got
the nudist
way up.
addition to the pantheon. Anyways, yeah.
Real eldritch god is Comcast.
So we know that the figures in the skull are the things that we need. We don't know how to get it out of the fucking skull.
It would
And
help
we
if
need
you
to go
don't
to
throw the
Arkham.
skull on the ground again.
Hey, I had no control over my body. I saw some shit, all right? Miles?
I can't wait to start being able
Sorry,
to
I'm just stressed out about all this.
Yeah. Why don't you go cry about your dead friends?
Oh!
Sorry, I apologize immediately.
That
I
was
didn't actually say that
brutal.
in character. I didn't actually say that. That was fucking horrible.
I'm gonna say you thought that in your head.
I could, now that you're indefinitely insane, I could make you say it, but I won't.
You could. Okay.
But I won't. Not
Because
this.
that's fucking horrible. I would never actually say that
Of course not. No.
to anybody.
I mean, like 90% of what we do as characters in RPGs
Yeah,
are
we
not
would never do.
Yeah, that's part of the fun.
Yeah. I
Anyway.
don't think Shannon would even say that shit, even if she was crazy.
Yeah, I don't think she has that like.
She's not a very mean person.
No.
Like the thought popped in her head, and
She was like.
she
this-
like
And she was like, that was
surprised
fucked.
herself with
Yeah.
how brutal that was.
Yeah. Yeah, like
That
she
was
scared
fucked,
herself.
Shannon. Why? What the fuck? You really are changing. I think to myself.
You guys heading to Arkham?
Should we maybe find somebody that could? Well, I guess we know that these stones are the things that we need.
Yeah.
We don't really know anybody that could get it out for us.
Yeah,
Would you
don't
want to
know
try
anybody who
yanking
could
on it
pull
with your tools?
Yeah, you don't know anybody with pull-out game that strong.
Nope.
I'll try yanking on it with my tools.
Yeah, put your tool around it and then start yanking.
Yeah, quit yanking your tool, man.
I love this group so fucking much.
You could try to pull them out with some pliers.
They bleed. No, I'm kidding. They don't budge.
Oh, God.
In fact,
They're
They
roll
like
me
stuck
luck.
in here.
melted army men.
Yeah, in fact, roll me luck. Whose tools were they? Whoever's
I'd
tools.
say they're,
They're Miles.
yeah, Miles.
Roll me luck. The first few tools that you use break.
God
Damn.
damn it, this was an expensive toolkit.
Right.
What if I try to crack the skull
With what?
with that tire iron?
Roll me brawl.
If I crack this thing open, we can get these out of here.
Your tire iron doesn't break.
Nice.
But neither does
But
the skull.
The skull does.
Actually, I will say it does. Now that I'm looking at the final page of this chapter. Yeah.
Oh god.
Oh no.
I hope we don't need it intact.
Well, the movie we watched showed him putting the 3 things into the holes in the ground.
True.
Maybe the
I
skull
figure-
is in there.
Well, I assume
I guess we'll
I
find out.
figure from
that the higher level god would allow it to happen if it wouldn't destroy the.
Yeah, if it wouldn't,
What?
Yeah, and even if it
TPK.
does,
Well, I guess we'll find out.
yeah, and even if it
I-
did,
I-
you get the feeling that god would make a little retcon here and there. You can't
Okay.
trust your own memories, after all.
I
That's true.
mean, there's always super glue.
Yeah, exactly. Like paleo bond. I mean, that's literally what we use to reassemble bones.
Hell yeah.
Like, yeah, we just straight up use like cyanoacrylate adhesive.
And if we can't find any pieces, I've got a 3D printer back at the apartment.
Yep, there you go. This is why.
alright, well,
this is why the elder god
Shannon.
chose you.
Shannon, your
What do you-
apartment's back in Oklahoma. Where,
She hacked herself an apartment. She hacked the bank accounts of a bunch of people to buy herself another apartment.
No.
I'm kidding. That would be very funny, though.
Shannon goes, fuck. My insanity made me forget that we weren't in Oklahoma anymore. I'm sorry.
I how could you forget there's hills here?
Got him. Though to be fair, in northeastern Oklahoma where you guys were, there is some hills, but definitely not. It's definitely not like Massachusetts. Like it's like, for example, the lights don't take as fucking long,
Yeah.
and you're not seeing like fucking Jesus saves billboards every 1.5 miles on the highway.
Yes, it's not the Bible Belt.
Yep, exactly.
Okay, so
And you're not seeing billboards with like, a fucking adult toy store ad next to a gun store, like a gun
Yep.
shop.
Just the
where's the
adult
fun
toy
in that?
store.
Yeah. Yeah, just the adult toy store. That's all you see. There's no.
Okay, so the skull broke. Did the pieces like come out of it?
Yeah, you have the pieces now.
Okay. What about the silver thread?
That broke.
Okay. And I mean, I don't know if it really matters. It just was like showing the concentric circles.
Yeah,
kind
those
of
were like
on the skull.
etched into the skull. Yeah,
Okay.
like into the
All right.
forehead. Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, so we got the pieces by themselves. All right, but the
Yeah.
metal core figurines.
I know the pieces fit, So I watched them fall away.
Is there anything in the skull or just dust?
Good reference.
Hell yeah. So sorry, what was that?
Is there anything in the skull or just like dust and?
There is like a couple of palatal bones that you weren't able to see from the outside because you can't see them from the outside.
Right, they're on the inside. Yeah.
But no, there's nothing like you don't find like a
nothing cool.
Yeah, you don't find like a little gold chest or something like that. Or like a magic sword.
Find a mimic.
The skull is a mimic.
Yeah. There's no health pickups inside it.
No, there's not a berserk power up.
Damn. You've been playing Doom, haven't you?
I mean, I played through the whole fucking game. It was fucking amazing.
I need to download it.
God, it's so good. It's so fucking good.
I restarted Baldur's Gate 3 with some homies today.
That's fair.
Yeah, I was playing that Doom game earlier today.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then it crashed on me.
Oh man, 40K writer's about to get fired because Doom came up with a gun that grinds up a skull and fires shards of bone before they did.
Oh no.
So, you guys you're driving up to Arkham, or driving kind of out west?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay. So, as you get closer to Arkham, the stellar fragments, like, on your journey, they start to vibrate ever so slightly just to start out with. And at the height of the 47B exit for Beverly / Essex, they really begin to, like, the forcefulness of the vibration is, like, starting to get higher and higher. And yeah, exactly. Like, and then once you see the sign, "Welcome to Arkham, Doorway to Knowledge," they're at their most intense. It's like having a magic wand on you.
Or like a tuning fork that never stops vibrating.
Yeah, exactly. And it is storming, as you might expect.
Zoom out on this picture.
Whenever shit's about to go down, it's storming.
Yeah, it's been storming nonstop.
Pretty much, yeah.
Shit's always about to go down.
I mean, it's Arkham. What do you expect?
Yeah.
It's Lovecraft country.
Could we see the tall building, like when we were driving into town?
That
I saw in my vision.
Probably not, because it's pretty dark. Like, you're getting in at like 1 a.m.
That's fair. Should we find a place to sleep, guys, before going anywhere? I mean, everything's closed anyway.
Yeah.
We've got a few days.
I don't know.
At least I think maybe a few days. It might actually be a few minutes. Time's a weird soup right now for me.
Yeah, where's the nearest motel?
There's some decent enough hotels in Arkham.
Oh look, the asylum has vacancies. Part of Hilton Group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. Well, actually, let me double check something. Let's see. Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, so yeah, you guys can find like a hotel or something like that.
All right, bet. Me and Camille will get a room, and the boys can get a room.
Yep, there you go.
I guess me and Camille and the ever silent what's her face?
Stella.
Stella?
Yeah, Stella.
Stella, yeah.
Girls' night.
Girls' night out.
Oh no. Not that song.
I'm kidding.
Be like, oh, go ahead.
Sorry, I don't even know what I was saying. I just had a...
No, you're good. I think as we're like pulling up to the hotel, Shannon's gonna like, not audibly or anything, she's gonna start like crying a little bit, and she's gonna be like, I'm really sorry guys about the Waffle House. I know how much we wanted to eat there. I really wanted some waffles too.
It's okay. Don't feel bad about ruining everything. I mean,
Jesus! I'm gonna look at Camille with like the biggest puppy dog eyes ever. I'm gonna be like, you mean that? You're like the best friend I've ever fucking had, and I'm gonna fucking like bury my face into her fucking chest and like just snot, tears, and everything.
On the table. You didn't even finish everything on the table.
Yeah, and I'm gonna say Stella also is like helping to comfort you, like, it's okay, girl. Like, girl power.
I didn't. Girl power.
just like.
Stella's like, you guys want to film some OnlyFans content?
No, I think she's been traumatized the fuck out of doing anything.
Yeah.
She's catatonic, like,
She's just like, like, after all the shit that happened on her fucking platform that literally forced her to murder someone, I think she's probably
she ain't
like
doing OnlyFans ever again.
She's practically a never nude at this point.
Yeah.
And she's still terrified. Like, she still has a phobia of mirrors. So.
And like, okay, so
and panics whenever
after
the phone
like
rings.
after Shannon gets done crying and y'all are like done and we like check in and like go into the like room, it's gonna be like so quick. Like, we're gonna go into the room. I go in first. Camille, I think walks in after me, turns around, turns the lights on, turns back around. I'm already like snoring on the bed, dead asleep. Like, it happens so fast you don't even know how.
Stella just like does that thing where, like, you know, like the backwards, like to jump backwards and flop into bed.
Yeah.
With like grace, like she does like a little twirl. And like lands next to you.
Shannon's asleep, but she holds up a fucking little like cardboard thing that says 10 on it.
Yes. Okay. What do the rest of you guys do?
Well, Kaminsky, since we didn't get nothing to eat at the Waffle House, you wanna go see if there's someplace open?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to go
Boys
to like
night out.
Do you want to so yeah, you're roll me navigate someone or like library use or something like that. Basically, you're kind of looking.
Boom.
Do you want to push that?
Let me see.
So what can I do?
Okay, you managed to find what food are you trying to look for?
We should get some tacos.
Yes.
Okay, you're able to find like a Mexican place. It's like a little hole in the wall like place, but like also a bar because that's the only kind of place that's going to be open at this time of night.
Fuck yeah.
And so, you have to be careful not to like, you know, set anybody off because you know people are already fucking
drunk,
absolutely shit faced. Because it's also a college town. Remember that. Above all else.
What day of the week is it?
Somebody roll me a d7.
Hold on. Roll 1d7.
I love the fact that, like, digital's, Okay, so it is, Monday.
Okay.
Camille just orders a pizza.
Greasy-ass pizza. Yep. Yeah, so you're able to get, like, a bar pizza and, like, tacos and all that. And,
I mean, Camille's saying it.
Yeah.
She orders delivery pizza.
Oh, yeah.
Go to the hotel.
Roll me luck. Roll me luck. Camille.
Nope.
Okay. You thought that the guy who was delivering it, like, for a split second, he looked like Guy Fieri, but then you blinked and he wasn't. That's the result of the failed luck roll.
Thought he was Guy Fieri for a second, but actually it was the lead singer of Smash Mouth.
Yeah, exactly. Although,
actually, it couldn't be.
Yeah, because he died, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
He's been dead for a couple years.
Yeah, honestly tragic, but like legitimately, like the whole story. But like, let's not get into that. But yeah, it was just, it's just like, actually,
you just see it's just some kid with frosted tips.
Exactly.
But
yeah, that's
also make me a spot hidden.
Okay. All right.
So this guy, something like. Do you have any, like, medical knowledge or anything?
Medicine, no. First aid, I have first aid 35.
Okay, I'm gonna say that's not enough to give you, like, the, This guy looks like he, like, has some sort of congenital deformity type thing. Like, he doesn't look like he's, like, he looks like he's probably, like, maybe something like Treacher Collins syndrome, or like, you know, like cleft palate, something like that. And he definitely doesn't look like he's, like, he looks like he's doing this and he's just barely making ends meet. Like, he might be living out of his car for all you know. And he just gives you your pizza, and what do you do for a tip?
I give him a couple extra bucks because he looks pretty down on his luck.
He thanks you, and you see something that's in the top right of your vision that says, "The GM will remember that." With like a positive little like string like effect, like sound effect.
It's a little thing like everybody liked that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and then the rest of you guys who are at the bar, you guys get your food, and what do you, anything else you, like, in particular you want to do, like, plot, like, or can we just, like, time skip till the...
Yeah, cheese and
okay,
wings.
for just, like,
talk about shit.
I don't know.
I mean, I'm fine with that. Just eating our tacos and then going back to the hotel and sleeping.
Okay. So.
Like, Wayne, if you're gonna sleep in that costume, get face the other way so I'm not waking up to that.
Alright.
And that thing probably reeks after, like, having been in a fucking sludgy-ass pond. Like, you know that smell of, like, pond silt?
Yes.
That's what Rain smells of, like, right now. And he has ever since he left the fucking pond.
So Wayne is gonna take a shower.
And put the costume back on.
Well, no, Wayne is gonna take a shower. While in the shower, he's gonna scrub, because he's in a wetsuit.
Yeah.
He's gonna scrub the wetsuit down, hang it out to dry, and just scrub down the face, and just... He's doing this after Kaminsky has gone to sleep. He just puts the mask facing, staring right at Kaminsky.
Oh my god.
So that he's gonna see it right when he wakes up.
Oh
It's like
boy.
that scene in Godfather when the dude wakes up with the horse head in his bed.
Which I've actually seen that prop in real life. It's at the Hollywood Museum in LA.
That's fucking cool.
But yeah, I have a picture of it. But anyways, yeah, you wake up. What time do you guys think you would wake up? Like, how long do you think you would be sleeping for?
I think Shannon slept I think she might be the last one to wake up on this morning because of I feel like the thing she went through at Waffle House wore her the fuck out.
Yeah, man, this episode should
And the
really
fight
be called
at
the climax of life. The climax occurs at Waffle House.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cthulhu, Call of Cthulhu, Waffle House.
Wouldn't be the first climax that happened at Waffle House.
Damn, got
No,
him.
definitely won't be the last.
Yep. By the way, this stream is sponsored by Waffle House.
Hell yeah, that'd be awesome.
That would be so fucking funny. Anyways.
So it's morning now?
Yeah. I'm asking because what time in the morning are you guys like all kind of like waking up at?
Yeah, that's right.
Wayne's gonna be up bright and early at like 7 o'clock in the morning.
Okay, so you've got about 5 hours of sleep. That means you will be at a penalty for skill rolls.
Well, at right around like 9 o'clock or 9:30, you hear Miles just scream.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
What the hell?
Yeah, I'm gonna say that you have like not an actual bout of madness, like you don't have to roll like rounds or like, you know, underlying sanity, but like the scare like puts you in like a similar state for like however long you decide in character that's gonna be. Not necessarily the same bout of madness, but like you know what I mean? Like you're freaked out for a second.
Yeah, like I wake up and lose my bearings. That
Yeah.
face is just right there.
Yeah.
Notice I like I do a combat roll out of bed, and when I fall on the floor, that snaps me back into
Snap back
the
to
reality of that it's just a mask.
Yeah. Wayne's just gonna look over and be like, Miles, do you always get up that hard?
Or
And
you
you
just
just
happen
see
to see
he's
me.
got like
Wayne's
he's just
an
got this
asshole.
big pot of coffee.
Sorry, when you said that, I interpreted the question in a very different way. I'm like, oh god.
Oh my god. Oops.
Oh, I think this chapter so far has
Yeah,
had the
it's
most
good.
golden moments of all 5 chapters. So.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Oh, Jesus.
But yeah. By the way, do any of your characters like follow social media at all?
Yeah, mine does for sure.
You notice a new trend, a new trending hashtag.
What is it?
Let me put it in the chat.
What is it? Hashtag. Oh, that's not great. What number is the trend?
Number 3.
Oh, god damn it.
Here are some of the tweets that you see. Tweets and
I
like
was gonna
on
ask
other
what-
websites.
what-
Guys, social media is getting weird. Camille, I assume you're on social media. You might want to take a look at your phone.
Oh my god, these TikToks are weird.
And they're not just from like any one localized area. Some of them are like from, you know, like tiny ass accounts with like, you know, 0 followers with like, you know,
Right.
0 replies. Some of them are from like, you know, fucking official, like one of them is from fucking Target official.
Okay.
This is really
Wendy's.
weird. Like, my For You page is full of people talking some other language. I
And,
thought I
like-
set my stuff to English.
And then this one, it comes from like the Wendy's official Twitter account.
Evil will be dethroned to give away to paradise on earth. Are they talking about McDonald's? I didn't
They're always
realize
doing
that.
some kind of weird meme ads.
And then I'm gonna say that someone named Binja, who is totally not related to a real person, for legal reasons, a legally distinct person named Binja. And then
The Messiah will be virgin born, and her sacrifice will give life to it.
And then another one. Let's see.
Wow, it must be religious now or something.
Getting hacked or something.
I don't know.
Is that, do you think they're getting into people's heads? Making them post this stuff?
I mean, remember what that lady that was tied up was saying in that barn about how the end was coming, and she said, can't you see it all around you and stuff like that? Kind of makes me think about that.
I'll be curious if any of you guys get that last reference.
Should I go visit? He only lives 5 minutes away from my shoot. I don't get that.
Oh, it's a reference to some drama that happened with.
With Ninja?
No. With somebody completely different. A shitty what are they called? Like the fucking like reactors who actually contribute nothing to this playthrough content. Who got mad at someone for calling them out, and she fucking like doxed him. By.
Oh my god.
You guys.
Oh,
I think I
yeah.
remember.
No, I know what you're referring to. I don't remember.
Yeah.
So that's the reference I'm making there, but like the @ isn't like that specifically. It's like the @ is like every time you try to see the account, it's like pixelated and it won't. Yeah, it looks different. Yeah. It like takes you to a different page every time. But yeah, those are some of the tweets that you, or not tweets, but like you see them on like Blue Sky, Instagram, Twitter. This is a parallel universe where it's where Twitter.
It's still Twitter.
Yeah, whereas Twitter is still Twitter. So in a way, even though it's the Cthulhu mythos, it's still a better universe.
We make a comment like, "Wow, isn't it weird that Bill Gates bought Twitter? Didn't change anything at all."
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, like Blue Sky, Instagram, like TikTok. There's like fucking teenagers doing like weird dances everywhere in the world that like are like the Messiah
all the
is
are like
coming.
Shit.
Yeah, the Messiah is coming. Make way for the new good. Evil will be dethroned.
It's a new Fortnite dance.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's raining everywhere.
Yep. Yeah, you see, like, some of these posts are from, like, India. Some of them are from, like, Africa. Plenty of them are from, like, London, like, the Czech Republic, Brazil, obviously across the U.S., even North Korea.
Weird.
Like, Pyongyang. You see, like, TikToks from Pyongyang.
I'm gonna even say, how do they don't have access to that kind of stuff. How are we getting North Korean social media posts?
It's Kim Jong-un doing like a TikTok.
Personal?
Yeah, it's Kim Jong-un
crazy.
official. This is the only thing he's ever like that account like has ever like posted.
That's the one post. Yep. Okay. Yeah, that's fucking weird.
But
all it means is that whatever's going on, it's spreading around the world.
It's getting close. We only have a few more days.
Yep. Now.
Or months or minutes. Like I said, I don't know. Weird soup.
How far did we time warp?
Not that I don't think we've time warped that far, but to me, I can't.
You can feel like
my
a ticking.
brain's so scrambled.
Yeah, and you can feel like there's like a ticking clock. Like you're getting closer to something of like truly
huge
epic.
Importance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
we're close, guys.
yeah, so The rural air of old Arkham from the 20s hasn't been completely lost with the March of Progress. The town has expanded out from the center out, and the old town has been protected from this change. Currently, the population is over 28,000 inhabitants, 40% of whom are students or permanent workers connected to Miskatonic, meaning that the majority leave town during the school holidays, i.e. summer and winter, i.e. now. Partially. The town's industries, which used to be built on agriculture, cattle farming, and small textile companies, have been reinvented. Now the industrial motor has given way to startups, large-scale shopping malls, and technological advances. The economic heart of Arkham is obviously Miskatonic University, which is financially sustained by the income generated by the thousands of students who stay in rented accommodation and feed themselves on the new eatery franchises. In case you didn't notice, one of those is Waffle House.
There's a Waffle House here, thank God. I can make up for last time.
The recent crisis has also left its mark on Arkham, where there are, like, a surprising number of homeless wandering the streets without attracting much attention, like just looking for food. Many of this numerous group of beggars live in abandoned buildings or under the bridges that cross the Miskatonic River. Meanwhile, the old farms located on the edges of the town which fell into disuse are now groups of rural holiday homes aimed at seasonal tourism.
Is that the end of the description?
Yep.
Okay. Well, do we want to head to the university first? Or do we want to find this building that I saw in my vision? What are we doing? What are we doing going to the university again? So there's someone, that's where Ariadna worked, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that what we found out?
Yeah,
so I
that's
guess
what...
we could go and ask people,
Yeah.
like ask people about her or something,
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, or even like just, or even like, yeah, like talk to people or like, you know, search.
Do some sort of research, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's some public records that we could look into there.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's head to the university then.
Okay. Go ahead. Yeah, so you're headed to Miskatonic.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna turn off the... It's still thundery and storming out, but
Yeah.
you get the idea.
I guess I don't even, been so long since I've been inside a university. What would, I guess wherever the public records would be that we could find as far as like people working here and stuff like that.
Yeah, like you can look at like faculty records. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say probably go to like the admin office and talk to them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so,
do we gotta talk to like the provost or somebody like that?
Yeah, you can talk to the provost. Hello, welcome to Miskatonic. How can I help you?
Yeah, I don't know, this might be a weird request, or something to ask, but I'm looking for information on possibly a former professor here.
Okay, yeah, we keep good records. Do you know this person's name or what they taught?
Vervalde? Ariadna Vervalde? I don't know.
Valverde?
Valverde? Yes, thank you.
She's... Let me see. I'm not seeing anyone by that name. Are you sure that's their name? I am... If you can give me some more specific information, I might be able to find. Do you know what they were? Do you know what field they were in? Yeah, what they taught, like what he or she taught. Like, what was their research? Like, what was their field?
Do I know that?
Yeah. He told you that. he told you that she had been a professor in the Faculty of Science, specifically specializing in like biotechnology and genetics.
Okay. Did he tell me like a time period maybe also that I could like give?
Yeah, like she was teaching there from like the 80s, from 1986 to 2001.
Okay, so yeah, I tell the person that information.
Okay.
And did he tell us that maybe she went by a different name or something?
He thought so, but I may have given you that information, but I'm not supposed to tell you till now, so.
Okay.
That's my bad.
Yeah, do you guys remember? And I mean, if we don't remember, it's not that big of a deal. I guess if we got enough of the like information for them to figure it out.
Oh yeah, you've got enough.
I guess we'll. Okay, and that's fine. Then.
Yeah, we found. Okay, Okay, so yeah, narrowing down to Faculty of Science, only 30% of the teaching staff on that list are women. In biotechnology and genetics. Okay, I think I've got a match. Same initials, different name though. Astrid Verdant.
Astrid. Wait, that
I remember she went by that name.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, she stopped. She was a very prestigious researcher, an eminent talent in her field. Tons of innovative articles and discoveries. But yeah, she stopped her teaching here in 2001, and unfortunately, she apparently, at least according to what I've found, she passed away in 2015 in a as a result of chronic pneumonitis, probably problem brought from inhaling, chemical agents in the lab over, a prolonged period. That stuff can add up.
Look at the group, like, confused as fuck.
Yeah, and I meant 2006. She left in 2006, not 2001. That's my fault.
No, you're good. But
that could explain the name change.
Yeah.
It's hiding her identity.
I guess her old self died in her mind and she became someone new. Okay.
Also, we do have an address for like a former address where she passed away.
Yeah, is that public information? Can we get that?
Yeah. Number 43 Boundary Street.
Here in Arkham?
Yes, here in Arkham. But
obviously,
yeah, after she left, she did end up developing some very profitable patents related to some in vitro fertilization methods and complementary medication against cancer. So even in her her years of declining health, she made some very, very important advances. And at least if you want me to do I'm going to say that because I figure it's going to be easier if I just give this right now. She's gotten curious and she's like, so from what I can verify, it seems like the patents have actually, like, the profits have been generating great dividends managed by a non-profit organization. She was a very noble woman. A non-profit organization called Crown Foundation.
Crown Foundation. Something new.
This doesn't sound familiar.
Yeah.
Also,
I make a note of that.
There are some rumors of additional reasons why she may have been pressured to leave. She don't tell anybody I told you this, because it might be considered, problematic gossip, but apparently she had a romance with one of her subjects or students, if you will. A promising young man named Jeremias Rosenbaum.
Jeremias Rosenbaum.
Yeah, he...
I also make a note of that.
Yeah, he had he was considered like a subject because she was fascinated with genetic abnormalities and finding cures for congenital issues, and he had Treacher-Collins syndrome.
Yeah, Creature Call. Wait, what is that? You cut out Creature Collins. What?
Treacher-Collins syndrome. I'll write it.
Treacher.
I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but yeah.
Huh. That's really weird. It's like the guy delivering me pizza last night had something that I thought looked like that.
I was gonna say.
Treacher.
Is there a lot of that going around in this town or something?
Not particularly, but definitely, like, we've seen, I think partially because of her work that promised a lot of potential, and the Crown Foundation potential, like, doing their promising research on cures. A lot of people with kind of conditions have come to town in hopes of getting like treatment or a cure or something like that. But if you ask me, her fascination probably began from her own past, because she was a conjoined twin, and her conjoined twin sister Leonara had to be sacrificed to save Astrid's life. I can't imagine how that would, affect someone, knowing that your own sister had to be killed just to save you. So
That's wild.
it makes sense why she, went into the field that she did.
Yeah. That's heavy.
Yeah. May she rest in peace.
Well, thank you so much for all the information.
Of course.
And thank you for even looking beyond what we even asked for you. That you went out of your way to do that, and I appreciate that so much.
Of course. It's almost like some sort of, I don't know, I felt some sort of compulsion. I don't usually feel, but
I understand what you mean by that 100%. Trust me.
Yeah.
Well, guys, you think we should head to that house? Maybe check that out?
Yeah.
All right. Let's go.
Okay.
It's in Wayne's World, I think. They see Chris Farley and they're like, "This is weird. That guy had all that information."
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Chris Farley is like the stagehand security guy in the back. Yeah. That's so good.
So
roadies just know a lot, man.
Yeah, you guys are heading to the location, 43 Boundary Street. Do any of you guys would any of you want to make me a knowledge or library use roll?
Wayne's got it. Oh, Wayne doesn't have it.
No, he doesn't.
I'll try.
Apparently.
Neither do I.
Do you want to push that?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Do I just roll it again?
Nope.
Yep. Yeah. You just roll it again, but good. You failed to push roll while indefinitely insane. Thank you.
Yeah. How do I fumble a library use?
I will tell you.
Oh.
Give me a minute.
Okay.
You pull out a book and another bigger book falls out onto your head.
I actually really like that. Yeah, I'm gonna say that. Your fumble is. I'm gonna say you take 1 damage as like you're going through a property register and you like a big book just like. I'm gonna say it doesn't hit you on the head. You guys already know where I'm going with this, right?
We do.
My groin.
Wayne pushed his roll, though.
Okay, but you succeeded.
Yes.
Yeah.
But Shannon,
we say
you
that
failed
there's-
to push roll for insanity.
I did.
I'm gonna say because you're probably doing this digitally, you're starting to, like, hoard these, like, property pages, and you're, like, printing them out and, like, sticking them up in your hotel room, linking them with, like, little threads and pins.
I look like freaking what's his face from Always.
Yes, exactly.
I'm like,
looking for
I'm like
Pepe
smoking
Sylvia.
I'm smoking 3 cigarettes at a time.
Yeah, exactly.
But you're just coughing up a lung because Shannon has never smoked before.
Yeah, she's never smoked before.
And Wayne failed his role, couldn't find a book, and literally just walked up to the librarian and asked.
Yeah.
That was his hard success, was asking for help.
Literally just walked up. He chatted up the librarian a little bit and just
I love it.
casually asked.
Yeah. So, you find the property
I had to
register.
reopen roll 20.
Oh, man.
So that's where I went.
Thank you for failing that as an indefinite, because indefinite insanity failed push rolls are always funny. I want you to specifically fail a push drive auto roll while indefinitely insane so I can describe what happens. Because it's in the rulebook.
That'll never happen with Shannon.
Please, at least try it once. We know it'll fail,
we'll see.
because you're gonna love what the book says happens. Believe me.
Okay.
When I read it, I was like, I had to do a double take to be like, they really put that in there? Because I will copy and paste it in the text chat, because I don't know that anybody will really believe it.
It's that ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous, I've got my drive auto is literally 0, so
yeah,
I don't know if I'll ever get behind the wheel.
Well,
okay, we'll do it. We'll do it.
Just for the sake
We'll do it for the joke.
Yeah. Just so I can give you guys that description, even if you don't do it in the game. But anyways, you find in the property register that the house at 43 Boundary Street belonged to the Verdant family until the end of 2015, and later became property of the Crown Foundation. Since 2019, the property has belonged to Roger Fallon, a reputable doctor who works at St. Mary's Hospital a few blocks away. The 3-story building was renovated after the last change of owner. Not much remains of the old colonial-style house that it was when the Verdant family lived here. However, some details of its past might still be observed in the structure.
I'm wondering if this remodeled house that we're going to is maybe the building that was in my vision. But I don't know. We'll see, I guess, when we get there.
Yep.
Also, we know that it's owned by the Crown Foundation now, and that the owner... Oh, it's not anymore?
Yeah, it was owned temporarily, and then I guess it was, like, maybe, like sold to make, like, you know, to, like, open up opportunities somewhere else for the foundation. Right now, since 2019, it's belonged to Roger Fallon, who's a reputable doctor who works at St. Mary's Hospital.
Okay, for some reason I got information mixed up and thought you said that he was a member of the Crown Foundation as well, but he's just the owner of the house. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I guess we could go talk to him and see if he knows anything about the previous owners.
Yep. Do you want to go to? So you want to go to the house?
Yeah. Yeah. If it's not too late.
No, I mean it's a new day.
We've only been at. Yeah, I was gonna say we've only been at
it's like 1 p.m.
the university for a little bit. Yeah.
So.
All right. Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, it's a.
I was just.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Wondering, will we be finishing this story tonight, or
no? I'm just gonna get. Yeah, I'm just gonna get you.
Stopping point soon.
Yeah, I'm just gonna get you to the house. So the 3-story building, you can tell it was renovated. There's not much that remains of the old style house, but there are some details of its past that can still be observed in the structure, such as the little enclosed balcony facing east from where the old town can be seen, as well as the university and the French Hill neighborhood, where you see an imposing, tall building.
That's the building.
Now, if someone wants to make me a spot hidden roll.
Sure.
And Shannon should recognize the building right from your...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you recognize it. Like, that's the building. But you also find you see a strange symbol next to the mailbox of this house. At first glance, it looks like a child's drawing, showing a house with a cross above the door. who here has a low credit rating?
My credit rating is 22.
Mine low.
How low?
Mine's 30.
Okay.
Yeah, Wayne's is also 30.
Is anybody else's
I might have the
lower than-
lowest.
Okay. So then you might know that this is a symbol used by down and outs to indicate a well-protected house.
I say, look at this, guys. This is hobo graffiti. This is a safe place. I learned this on a cool documentary I saw on YouTube a while ago.
Okay. But yeah, and the nearby hospital makes it almost impossible to find parking spaces in the streets around here, and despite being a well-to-do area, it isn't unusual to see homeless people dragging their belongings around in supermarket trolleys. You can see some of these tramps going through the trash bins in search of discarded food, both at the hospital itself or at the cafeterias and restaurants that are inundating this area. But, yeah,
We gotta park a little bit and walk. I guess we could.
Yeah. And as you walk into the house,
I'll pay a hobo $10 to watch our car.
Yep, you see a giant black goat. The house turned. No, I'm kidding.
I'm gonna lock the car anyway.
But yeah, if depending on how you want to go about this, we'll decide next time. But
Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Dragon Ball Z.
I hope you guys have been having fun with this one. I've really been enjoying this this particular chapter.
Yeah, tonight was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that you finally got fucking Shannon, even though it took a D100 to do it, but he's finally fucking got her.
Yep. I mean, you wanted it, and it was not in the book at all. That was just off the cuff.
Dude, that shit was fire, bro. Fucking, you gave me the Eldritch knowledge. I fucking saw everything that happened in the past. Fucking, at some point, when we were in the hotel, I got everybody together in one room, and like, once I kind of got somewhat of my shit together, like explained in great detail everything that happened and
so
everything
now,
I saw.
Yeah, basically.
So now everybody has knowledge of exactly what happened in the past.
Yeah, you all have knowledge.
Crusader era.
And also, you have the entire knowledge that you as Robopike have of this campaign.
Yep.
So, like, you...
Yeah, and I also explained meta knowledge that none of us would ever fucking actually...
Yeah, because, you know, Shub Nagoroth basically gave it to you. That may be game-breaking, I'll find out later. Yeah. Black Goat Mommy.
I'm glad we got to explore some of our characters in detail.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been really wanting to like ramp that up.
That Jason shit, like when you first found out about it, your character first found out about it, that shit it hit hard. I'm not gonna lie. I was tearing up a little bit.
See if I can play that even more next time.
Yeah, and I mean, honestly, that means that I'm doing my job as a GM, as like a keeper, is like, if I'm able to stoke extreme emotions first off in a safe setting, which is what this is. This will always be a safe setting for people to react, because, you know, that's part of what being a GM of any game is it needs to be a safe space, because otherwise, you know, it's if your players aren't safe to be scared, like, they're not going to want to play a horror game with you.
No.
Like, if they're, you know, afraid to be, like, if you haven't made a safe space to feel, like, vulnerable and express emotion, you're never going to get the best role-playing out of your players. And so I strive to create that safe environment, like, emotionally, because I want you to be the best damn role-players you can be.
Hell yeah.
And if I can't do that, then I'm not a good GM. So I'll always strive to improve, because I'll never be perfect, but the fact that I was able to get you guys so emotionally invested tells me that I'm doing okay.
You're doing pretty good.
And that Waffle House
Pretty
shit
good.
fucking had me dying.
Oh my god.
I wish I
Waffle
had
House.
even the most basic animation knowledge so I could make some fucking little animations of that, of like those moments. Of like what everybody else saw while Shannon was in, was having that like episode. Just like,
Yeah, basically all you guys just saw was Shannon like looked at the waitress, but then like looked up at the ceiling and her eyes rolled back into her head and like tears just started streaming down her face. And then a second later, she like threw her arms up and then back down onto the fucking table and threw everything off. Like that's what you saw in like that fast, basically.
yeah. But anyways, I don't want to keep all of you guys too late. I'm looking forward to next week, because we're starting to get into that final countdown.
It's gonna be good.
Oh yeah. I think next time we're gonna get to at the very least, we're gonna get to the apex, like, where you're gonna be anticipating, like, eagerly, like, man, I wish we could do the next session tomorrow. But, yeah. Anyways, that will be
All right,
it
boyos.
for tonight.
Have a good Saturday evening.
Yep. Same to the rest of you, and I will see you next week. Same bat time, same bat channel.
Same bat channel. Night.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Yes.